Hey, Ashley. I know. Happy Friday. Can I get this open? I put lotion on my hand. Hey, Veronica. I'm doing pretty good, sis. How you doing today? Happy Friday. Girl, I know you lying. I put lotion on my hand. So, it's not opening my wine. Oh, there we go. Can't hold me back. Happy Friday, happy Friday. How y'all doing? Look, I think you're supposed to hold a cup to the sun. Okay, Kristen, you're doing too much now. You don't need all of that. Hey, Mamie, how you doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome in. And welcome to Vlogmas Day 10. We are officially in the double digits of Vlogmas, y'all. And when I tell y'all this week itself, oh no, sorry guys. This week itself went by so freaking fast. Like, I have no complaints. I have no complaints. Hey, Shalom. Hey, Tanisha. How was y'all's week? I know I really haven't talked to y'all. The last time I vlogged was Wednesday. Because when was my nail appointment? No, my nail appointment was Wednesday, wasn't it? Look, y'all, the week that went by so fast. Look, let me take a sip. Welcome in to Vlogmas 10. Hey, Sun Life Holistic RN. Okay. Yeah, but I think the last time I vlogged anything was Tuesday, because Wednesday was my nail appointment. I went live with y'all, and then yesterday was the living room tour for Christmas decor. So I haven't vlogged. So since then, I can give you guys a little update of what's going on, because like I said, we went live. We talked about that. That was a really good live Wednesday, and I appreciate y'all because it was fun. And I got some really good feedback on that, and some ideas for more videos, more lives, and everything like that. So anyway, jumping right in, let me update y'all. Good news! I get my hair braided tomorrow. I'm so excited. Hey, Sarah Sweet. I'm doing really good. I get my hair braided tomorrow, y'all. Finally. I called BJ. I said, hey, what's going on? She said, what you doing Saturday? I said, I'm coming in to get my hair braided. So I have my hair appointment at 10 a.m. I haven't decided what braids I'm going to get yet, because I sent her 2 or 3 different pictures. So I'm not sure. But I'll know when I get there in the morning. So say bye-bye to my puff. It's dry today, y'all, because since I know I have to do all this washing and stuff tonight, I did wet my puff, but this is natural. I didn't define my curls or anything. I have my wine cooler, Peach Jack Daniels. Oh my God, I like that one too. And believe it or not, I'm not a peach person, but I like that Jack Daniels because it's smooth. Because most of those mixed drinks like that, sometimes they are too sweet with the flavoring. So I like it because it's not that sweet, but it's still I like those. But yeah, so I'm going to, when I get off this live, look, I'm already tired. So if my energy is low, y'all, charge it to my head and not my heart. Your girl is a little tired. I'm low-key sleepy. I'm telling y'all the truth. Today at work, look, I know y'all probably tired of me talking about work, but today was a day, honey. When I say they got their coins out of me, they worked me today. We had a couple issues, and it caused extra issues on top of that. So I legit worked all day. Normally throughout the day at some point, I got a few minutes to, pull to the side and do some stuff. But today I was really busy. I did still take my lunch though. And on my lunch, I was Christmas shopping. So baby officially now has 4 gifts. 2 gifts already came, so I'm gonna be doing some gift wrapping. She's already gone to work for tonight, and she works tomorrow night. So tomorrow night, I'm gonna wrap her gifts. So I'm excited, and then 2 are in the mail heading to the house. So I'm excited about that too, because y'all know your girl was last minute because I was holding out. And first of all, thank everybody who DM'd me about the PS5. Y'all was sending your girl links and everything, and I was checking everything out. But honey, QVC had the PlayStation 5 and still do have it, but they want over 1,000 for it. And granted, I'm the one that say treat yourself, buy what you want, do what you want, turn up if you want. But I can think of 200,463,3 billion things that we can do with $1,000. Like, I am not gonna spend $1,000 on a gaming system. So QVC, I'm gonna need y'all to have several seats. Like, don't do that. Like, and that's what killed me the most. It's already bad that they didn't like put enough in production and people are having to like camp out and get the stuff. It's already bad. Then on top of that, you have other people who do have the ability to get them, and then they charge all of this money, doubling the price, because the PlayStation by itself is only $499, and that's like if you don't buy like accessories and stuff. But the $499 is the gaming system and the is it still called joystick, girl? I don't know. But anyway, whatever, the controller that comes with it, that's what you need. You know, of course you're gonna have to spend money on games and stuff, but that's common knowledge. But to charge $1,000 just for the gaming system by itself, oh baby, y'all wrong for that. Y'all on Santa's bad list. But I do appreciate y'all for reaching out. But I gave up on those PlayStation dreams a week ago. So yeah, I was Christmas shopping today. Y'all know also Bath and Body Works had the body care sale today. And although I did not need anything, because in both the guest bathroom and our master bathroom, I have sprays on top of sprays, because last year's body care sale, I bought like 22 items or something like that. So I have a bunch of stuff. And then halfway throughout the time, I stopped using it, because if y'all remember, I had that allergic reaction and my skin like got really bad. So I stopped using all of my scented lotions, scented sprays, and everything like that. So now my skin is back on track. I've been testing it out with like different perfumes, like putting it on my skin to see how my skin will react. So everything is going good so far. So I'm gonna start back using my stuff. So I did not need to purchase anything from the sale, but there's always a but they had the body butters a part of the sale. I did not know that. I don't know why, because it said all body care, but for some reason I didn't think that the body butters would be a part of the sale, and they were. So I did pick up 4. I had 5 in my cart, but one sold out. Like literally while I was checking out, one sold out, and that was champagne toast. I can't remember I was gonna say flavors. I can't remember the scents I got. Yes, I can. Well, I think I did 2 Christmas scents and 2 regular scents. I can't remember the scents I got, but when they come, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna come doing Vlogmas, I'll show you that. So I picked up 4 of the body butters from Bath and Body Works, and I got 2 that were the glow lotions. Glow, what is it called? Because it's a play on lotion, but it has glow in it. Glowtions, Crystal. Look, I told y'all I'm sleeping, so I'm gonna either be silly or I'm gonna be messing up. But yeah, it was the Glotion. So I got 2 Glotions, and that had like that right there. I will only like use on my arm area and stuff like that, because it has like sparkles and stuff in it. But I also picked up 2 like regular body butter. So I did pick that up. So I'm excited about that. So that's the only thing I did. I did really good. I only spent $30. I was going to spend $40, but one of them was sold out. So I only spent $30 and got that, because I really don't have any body butters from Bath and Body Works. And I also too want to try the Fenty body butter, because y'all know anything Rihanna come out with, I'm gonna have to buy it. So I gotta go. Got to get the Fenty body butter. And then also this month I decided not to skip for Savage X Fenty, so I have a credit to get something from there. So I was looking on the website today trying to figure out like what it is I want to use for my credit, because that's kind of like my treat yourself or whatever. So I'm trying to figure out what it is I want. I was looking, because I did want a Savage X Fenty onesie, but the one I want I didn't see. The ones they have on there I think are cute, but it's not anything that I want. So I don't know. I'm gonna check the website and see what I got. Let me see, some more people came in. Hey LaShondra, hey Tiffany, how you doing? Hey Shakina, how you doing? Latanya, hey sis, drink some for me. I have that kind of wine on the bar on day 3 of my detox. How is it going, sis? I am so proud of you. Hey friend, I'm late, probably about to end. just got on. I actually just got on. So yeah, I was like a little late because y'all, I don't know. It's like, I think I'm tired, so I'm dragging. So that's what it is. Hey, short lady, see how you doing? But yeah, so that's what I picked up from there. Hey, Pamela. Oh no, sis, you're not late. How was your day? How's everybody doing today? All the people that came in. So yeah, that's what I picked up from there, from Bath and Body Works, and then I gotta do Savage X, and I also too didn't skip the month for my Fabletics. So I'm gonna get something from there too. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get some. I really do need some leggings, so I may just get some leggings. I'm not sure, but anyway. So I did that, and then like I said, I did get baby 2 more gifts that I'm so super excited about. So hopefully she's as excited about them as I am, because I really thought outside the box this time. So I did that. Hey, Kiara. So I did that. And then what else did I do? I had to tell y'all. I went to Target. Well, I go to Target. I went to Target to get wine. And then I came out of Target with a pair of earrings, 3 shirts, and I can't remember what else. It was something else I got. So I need to stay out of there. And I was trying to make sure that was everything I had to update y'all on real quick. Yeah, that was everything. And plus, like, if you just coming in, you didn't hear the good news, I get my hair braided tomorrow. I am so excited. I'm just a braid girl, and I turned into that probably about 2019. I say 2019 was the year that I was like, braids is for me, and I'm gonna continue to get them. They done went through a rough patch, but she said they back good. They got a couple extra braiders that done came in. So, but BJ is the one who actually does my hair, and she's amazing. She always does my hair, so I'm excited. So yeah, your girl is gonna get her hair done tomorrow, and I also do need to get my eyebrows threaded. So if I'm not sure what style I'm getting, so I don't know how long I'm gonna be in the shop. But hopefully I get out in time enough to run to go get my eyebrows threaded, which is really a stupid decision because my head is going to be hurting, especially because I've been without braids for a little while. So my head, like when I go, because I think it's been like 3 weeks now, 3 weeks or maybe a month. I can't remember. Time is just going so fast, y'all. I don't remember. But it's been a little while since I got my braids done. So I know my head is going to be like hurting tomorrow. So I probably should have got my brows done today so I wouldn't feel the pain from the threading and the braids, but I'm always backwards. It's going good. It's 15 days long. You got it, sis. Keep going. You got this. Love your beautiful background decor. Oh, thank you so much. Sounds like me shopping. Got to stick to my pre-planned budget. Let me tell you, like, you go in and you just think like, I'm going to beeline and go straight to where I need to be. And before you know it, you at the register and you got more than 10 items. They don't braid too tight to the... No, and I've been getting my hair braided from them since a child. And yeah, I don't never have that issue. And then too, I do go back to them and let them take my hair down because they know how they braided it. So I let them do it so I can preserve my hair. So it's doing pretty good so far. Yay for the braces. I'm happy for you. Loving your Christmas decor. Thank you. Braids make my hair grow faster. I go to the Africans, expensive but last long. Exactly, Lexi. Welcome in. Yes. Y'all know I go. BJ, she I forgot what part of Africa she's from, but she speaks French, which, oh my God, when I first started like listening to them, because before I never really did, I used to always have like my headphones in, which technically I still do, but y'all know I'm obsessed with Nollywood, which is like the African version of like their movies or whatever. And I got hooked on it from them. And then I found like a bunch of Nollywood movies on Netflix. So then I started watching them at home. So when I go to the shop, we be talking about them, but we watch Nollywood the whole time that I'm there too. But anyway, yeah, so I normally, like before I used to watch my own stuff. And then when I started watching Nollywood with them, they started like talking to each other. And I always thought like, I didn't know what language it was until I started listening to her. And one day I was like, so what language is that? And she was like, French. And I was like, y'all speak French? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, I never in the world knew that. So that's what they speak. And sometimes like I pick up on some things. I don't know like a lot of French, but you know, some of the words or whatever I know. So So yeah, that's an interesting fact. And I'm telling you, baby, we be in there watching Hollywood, and I be all up in the movies. They be like looking at me like, girl, do you even know what's going on? And I guess because I work with so many people that have different accents and different languages, it's like easier for me to listen, because my mama, she always say, like, they'll say something and then my mama will look at me and be like, what they say? She can't pick it up. But we have over 27 different countries that work for us, so all day I'm listening to some type of language or something. So it's just easier. Like, even some of my customers that call, they have really thick accents, and so I have to like listen. So I think my ear is just trained to kind of just pick up and, like, you know, take the sentence slow. But if I don't understand, I do be like, can you say that again? What are you going to do while you are getting your hair braided? My aunt keeps telling me to listen to audiobook Life After Death by Sister Soldier. Oh my God, it's on audiobook, because right now I legit got 6 credits on Audible, and I haven't bought anything. Like, I started doing Audible. I remember I told y'all that when I started walking, because I really like listening to the audiobooks when I walk. So I signed up for Audible, and literally they take money out my account every month, but I haven't bought anything. So I have 6 credits. So I'm going to go download that tonight, believe that. And then they sent me like a free credit for Christmas or something. So technically I got 7 credits. But yeah, so I'm gonna go do that because I like Sister Soldier. I read Coldest Winter Ever, which I know they said like her books don't, like, I really like Ashley Antoinette, and because her books are like, they follow each other. So, you know, she has part 1, part 2, part 3, book 1, book 2, book 3, like that. But Sister Soldier, I don't think her books do that, because I read Coldest Winter Ever and then I read Midnight, and Midnight had nothing to do with it. Even though some people tried to like make it seem like it did, I feel like it didn't even have anything to do with it. Journey to Jumper said, hi Crystal, my fiance and I ran into her ex last night while out to dinner. The ex was friendly and complimentary in my face, but I caught her rolling her eyes when she thought I wasn't looking. My fiance thought I was going to react, but I kept it cute and mute. I immediately thought of your recent story about running into your wife's ex. Girl, tell me about it. And it's crazy because, like, it's not on no beef stuff. Like, especially when you live in the same city, in the same town. This world is small. No matter how many people are here, like, you run into the same people. I swear I see the same people in Walmart, same people in Tom Thumb, Kroger, every time I go. So the world's small. So you're bound to run into somebody. So it's not even on no beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I said in the story time, I know you was with somebody before me. Just come at me correct. What Nikki say? I know I love Nikki. Just watch them out. And that's it, period. That's it. That's so funny though that happened to you. But Courtney, she's still been laughing, especially like reading the comments on that video. She was like, I know better. I ain't saying nothing. But it was so crazy because she was comfortable when she met my ex. Like, she didn't even like, you know, like nothing. I guess like I think I said this, but I think I edited it out of that video where I was like, well, it was different because of like the situation we were in. Like, we were in a wedding, there was people around, you know, so it wasn't like it was for us where, you know, we're minding our business, laughing, joking in the store, and then we hear somebody say, hey Courtney, and she's like she immediately froze, like, oh shit, what's going on? That is too funny. Have you seen The Wedding Party on Netflix? Europa? Yes! Oh my God, I gotta watch part 2. The only thing about Nollywood, y'all, is them movies be long, honey, baby. They long, but I love it. Yes, I have watched it. But I saw that it had like another part to it. The Braiders speak Haitian Creole. Oh, okay. I like that, Journey, cute and mute. Yes. I think that one was, oh yeah. I always get 1B. I want to try a new color. And that's me. I talk that noise, Lexi. I go in and I'll be like, oh, I'm going to get them to do a color, or I just do something and I go straight in. And she be like, what color? And I'll be like, number 1. Like, I go straight to number 1. I used to be a 1B, and then I got my hair dyed jet black. And it was a semi-permanent dye, and it really stayed. Like, my hair is still a 1B. I haven't gotten it re-dyed in a while, and I feel like it will wear off. But I got a 1B in some in some braids one time, and I just feel like I didn't like the way it looked. So now I just get number 1, that jet black. Hey Terry, I like the other one. I like this other one called Do You Know What Love Is? The Money Will Follow, Entertaining and Education. And that's on the Audible Sun Life. I love Audible. It's definitely a way I can escape and get so much work done and go buy something. Yes, and people, like my friends make fun of me. They're like, you listen to books? I'm like, yeah, especially like I told y'all with the product plan. The author that reads it is Honey Love. And she's so animated. She's like me. I'm a very animated person. So she's an animated person. So when she reads the different characters, even when she reads like the dude, like her voice doesn't get deep, but you know, she changes it like to get a little deep. So, you know, she's like speaking for the man in the book. And I just love it. It makes me, like, I'm telling you, it's like a soap opera to me. Because I be walking and I be listening like, what? They did what? I'm pretty sure I'm on somebody's Instagram story and they like, girl, look at this girl walking, talking to herself. Because that be me. Even at the gym, I know I do. Yes, so like those movies be long, so be prepared because this one on there now, it's supposed to be like a scary or a horror Nollywood movie, and it's 3 hours and 31 minutes. I was like, this Titanic, ain't it? But you know what? I did watch Titanic, so I can watch that movie. Y'all make me want to get Audible. I like messy drama books. They have everything, Lexi. Like that product plan is very ratchet, baby. It's about sex, drugs, money, selling drugs, prostituting. I mean, it's ratchet as it gets. Like I'm a ratchet book person because I feel like in real life I have to always, you know, I gotta be serious, gotta take care of bills and responsibilities. They playing WWE up there, sorry. I gotta do all that stuff. So when I like have like my book entertainment, I want some like ratchetness, you know what I'm saying? So yes. Hey, Tamika. I was just trying to make sure I was getting everybody comment. Think I got everything. So, yes, yep, that's me too, laughing while walking because of my book. Yes, yes. Look, I don't know how to say your name, so I hope I don't mess it up. I'm going to just call it, can I say Sashay? Because, look, you know I'm country too, so I'm going to always mess it up. But anyway, guys, y'all saw the title of this video. And I kind of just want to tell y'all what 2020 taught you, girl. I mean, 2021, look, I'm sleepy. 2021 taught me that it's okay to not be okay. I had to learn that the hard way. It's Sashay, but Shay for short. Okay, I'm going to call you Shay. Sis, tell me the name of your go-to drink from Starbucks. My go-to drink is very simple. I watch some people videos and they be in the line telling people they want a iced coffee with room temperature, 3 cubes of ice, cold foam pumps, 2 pumps of this, shake it up, put it on the bottom, roll the cookies around the top, put the whipped cream in the middle. I'm not. Mine is literally an iced venti white chocolate mocha. That's what I get. I get no whip. If you want the whip, like if you're a whipped cream person, you can have it. Believe it or not, if I get the hot white chocolate mocha, because they sell it both hot and iced, if I get the hot, I get the whipped cream because since it's hot, the whipped cream melts in it. But ice, you know, it kind of sits on top unless you let it sit. So yeah, that is my go-to drink. From there, during fall season, your girl loves their pumpkin spice latte. Starbucks is the only place I will drink a pumpkin spice latte from. I've tried Dunkin' and it was so spicy, baby. I thought it was some whiskey and I was like, it's too spicy. 7-Eleven had too much pumpkin in it. Like my coffee was orange. I was like, I can't do this. And I think those are, and then I tried the pumpkin spice International Delight Creamer and didn't like that either. It was doing that. So pumpkin spice latte during fall time whenever it's in season. But yeah, my go-to drink is a venti iced white chocolate mocha. No whip, extra shot. Love the fireplace order. Oh, thank you. And that's actually a YouTube video. Somebody asked me in my decor holidays, like, sis, how did you get the fireplace on your TV? YouTube. Baby, YouTube gonna raise my chimneys. You understand? So yeah, I just go to this YouTube video. It's a 10-hour long fireplace. And it actually does crackle too. I just mute it because it ain't a real fireplace in here, so why you making all that noise? But it does crackle too. So if you want to set the mood for you and your boo thing, and y'all don't have a fireplace, or you scared to light your real fireplace, just turn on that video and turn it up, and you'll hear the crackling noise. And then they also do have a video that plays Christmas music as well. So if you're trying to, if everybody over for dinner and you want to do that, you can let the Christmas music play. But with the Christmas music, they have like little dogs and cats and stuff running around, and that confuses me. Because why the fireplace is right here with the fire, but you got the doggies and the cats running around. So that confused me. But yes, that is a YouTube video. Hey Kelly, hey Darlene, hey T, hey Krista, I'm happy. You know what I've noticed with y'all is y'all like later lives. Like I always be thinking like, oh my God, I'm late. And I realize that a lot of you guys get to catch me when I do come on at 9:15. So something to think about. And it actually does give me time, y'all, because I'll be running all day from the time I get up. So it gives me time to like come home and actually like de-stress. Cause like I said, today was kind of like a really crazy day at work. Only because we had two machines go down. And like our plant is very animated. So which means like this machine has to work so this machine can work so this machine can work. So if we lose a machine, it like throws us way behind. We have over 537 accounts that we have to provide linen for every day. So we be pumping, y'all. So machine went down and it caused another machine to go down. So the customers, baby, they was not let up on me today. But I got through it. Overall, I had a good day though. It wasn't like bad. I mean, that's what I go to work for, to help. So it wasn't like bad in the sense of like somebody, you know how normally I be complaining about my coworkers and stuff. It wasn't bad because of that. It was just bad because it was really, really busy. But I guess I wasn't too busy. I found my way to shop. I was on Bath & Body Works and buying baby gifts. And so right now, the only thing I need to do is, I think I figured out what to give my mom and daddy, y'all. But my mama done started watching the videos. Hey, mom, she done started watching like all the videos. I was like, you would start watching doing Vlogmas when I be talking about when I'm gonna buy you and stuff. So anyway, so I did figure out what I'm giving my mama and daddy. So yeah, stay tuned, because y'all know I let them open their gifts and stuff on camera. So y'all will get to see it. My mama's I think she's gonna really like her gift. My daddy is too. My daddy is very like, if I buy it for him, like I'm not a daddy's girl, I'm a mama's girl, but I am in a sense a daddy's girl. So like if I buy my dad, I can give my daddy at age 36, I can get him a picture with macaroni on it, and he gonna put it on the wall and be like, my baby did this, like at age 36. So anything that I buy him, he will be appreciative of. But update on the headphones. My mama say, see, I already knew this was going to be a bad idea. He been ignoring me. Every time I turn around, he got them things on his ears. She called them things. Then she going to tell me today. She going to tell me today, you know what? I don't know what he'll do if I break them. I said, you talking to the wrong one. How you going to tell the person who bought them that you going to break them? Because so if they come up broke, I know you did it. I know it was you. She's like, I ain't going to do it. I said, the boy, don't play with me. Yeah, my mama that's my best friend. She is crazy. But yeah, so he really, really like it. So I'm excited. I can't wait for them to open their gifts. I'm really excited too about Courtney, because like I said, your girl was, I always knew what my plan B was going to be, but I did get a little scared because I waited a long time. So I was like, watch something don't be there or something don't work out, but everything worked out. So I'm excited about that. Krista, I would love to come to Texas one day and meet you. My husband's sister stay out there. Man, Veronica, if you ever in Dallas, look me up. For real. Like I always say, I do not mind. Like, girl, I'm not no celebrity or nobody. I just make videos in my house. That's all it is. So if you ever come, hit your girl up. My mama asked me not to buy him anymore clothes, because he would have it on every week. Yes. They love their gifts. Oh, you say you're a daddy's girl also. Yes. And that's how it is. It's crazy. Like, he is just so sweet. And so, like, sometimes, like, I go up to his job, and then I never tell him when I'm going to go. And when he turned that corner and he see me, he get a big smile. He be like, hey. And then he always FaceTime my mama and be like, look who came to see me. like they sharing, I mean, like they competing or something. So I'm like, yeah, so I'm excited about Christmas. I just gotta wrap these gifts. And I told myself I was not wrapping gifts this year. I was like, I'm gonna buy gift bags. And then Courtney gonna tell me, I know you wanted to do the gift bags, but don't take that from me. And I was like, take what? She's like, don't take me unwrapping my gifts. I was like, not you three. You want to unwrap your gifts, but that's fine. I'm going to wrap them. I did buy wrapping paper. And plus, it'll be cute under the tree, with my little gold wrapping paper and stuff like that. So I'm excited. It's nice listening to you, like having company at home. I got to try doing one of yes, you have to. And it's real easy. And like I said, the thing I always tell people is, remember you live. So if you got some crazy stuff going on in your house, you can't edit this. See, when I put up a regular video, I'm able to edit that. Any YouTuber is able to edit that. But when you are live, if somebody come busting through here and they fighting and stuff, baby, you gonna see it. Now, I can go back once the video posts and edit it out and do what I gotta do. But at that moment, it's real life. Like, what you see is what you get. So I always be telling people, if you got a ratchet house and you got other stuff going on, consider, baby, doing pre-recorded videos. Nice y'all got that. It's never new what that was like. Yes, and you know what? That's the one thing that I am and I do understand in life that, everybody grows up differently. Some people didn't have their parents like Courtney's dad ended up passing away. It was a couple years ago. It was I think a year before I met her, I want to say, or 2 years before I met her. Please forgive me. I'm tired and I can't think. So yes, it's like when she talks about her dad and then, their relationship and stuff they had and all that stuff like that, I think about stuff like that and I'm like, man, my dad is still here. And it just makes me like appreciate him more because he is still here, because she doesn't have that. She does have her stepdad and stuff like that, but I'm just saying like her dad is not here or whatever. So it just makes me just appreciate having my father here a lot more, and you can edit, sis. You just got to do it. The editing program I use is iMovie. It comes standard on our iPhones and MacBooks and stuff like that. And even if you have Android, is it Movie Maker? I think it's called Movie Maker. Or you can download some type of app. Don't say what you can't do. You just gotta try. I'm thankful to have my daddy because I was closer to him growing up than my mom. We are so much alike. Yeah, and it's crazy though because like me and my mama are like this. Like me and my daddy, we good. That's why I just said I don't know if is it just because like I'm the only child or I'm a girl or I don't know what it is like that me and my daddy have, because me and my daddy don't talk every day. Now we talk through my mama every day, but like me and him physically, me calling his phone, him calling mine, we don't do that. But me and my mama, we talk 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times a day. Like today, I promise y'all, she called me like 10 times. And then she'll call me like we just chilling or something. I would answer the phone, hey, and she'll be like, what's up? And I'll be like, well, I'm at work. What you doing? She like, yeah, I'm at work. And I'm like, so what's up? Nothing. And I'm like, girl, what do you want? I'm at work. So we talk all day long. Hold on, I just want to make sure. Hey, Brandy. Hold on, I just want to make sure I'm catching comments because when I go back, yes, automated, Sherry. When I go back sometimes and look, I be like, oh no, I missed this comment. So I don't like it. I'm sorry, y'all, if I do miss something. Don't think that I be trying to. Okay, thank you. No, I was laughing off what you were saying about what you see is what you get regarding the edit. But no problem. No problem at all. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I wanted to say 2021 taught me that it's okay to not be okay. I've always been the one that feels like you have to always be strong. And it's okay to let your emotions run its course. Because the one thing that you have to understand is your emotions are you can't control it, meaning you can't control how you feel. If something happens, somebody can say something to you and you may want to feel like you want to cry or feel upset or feel embarrassed or something like that. If you ever have those type of emotions, I'm pretty sure if we could control those emotions, we wouldn't even have them to begin with. So always keep in mind that you really can't control your emotions, but you can control your actions. You can control what happens in those situations. And what got me to thinking about this was on Wednesday's live, when a couple of you was, talking about self-care and self-love and understanding, what kind of makes you tick and what, bothers you and stuff like that. And you know what? It really did. Like, I'm reflecting because, 2022, or a new year period, all of us go into that mind frame of it's a new year. It's going to be a better me, a better this. And although we shouldn't wait till a new year to do so, the truth of the matter is if that's what you do, then that's what you do. You can't let anybody take that from you. It's so many people out there that says, don't wait till this, don't do this, that. But worry about, yourself and what you choose to do. So if you choose to let a new year be a new beginning, wipe the slate clean, starting over, then do just that. And when you do that, understand that sometimes everything is not going to go off without a hitch. You're going to run into issues. You're going to run into bad mind frames. You're going to run into mental health days where you don't want to do anything, and you're going to run into days where you're going to really want to do anything. But you got to understand that life is going to happen and you have to roll with the punches. And it is easier said than done, but always remember it can be done. And like I said, what got me to thinking about this was the whole self-care thing and putting yourself first. I said that in that video of it's okay to be selfish, not selfish in the sense of keeping yourself away from others, or what we know selfish to be, but it's okay to be selfish in the sense of taking care of your mind first before you try to take care of somebody else. A lot of times we struggle in life, in our relationships, in our weight loss journeys, in our friendships. Sometimes we struggle because we're trying to always be that strong friend. We're always trying to be that ride or die. We're always trying to be the person that everybody can run to, when in actuality, you may need to be able to run to somebody else. You may need a ride or die. You may need somebody that you can rely on. And it's okay to say that. Courtney taught me that, and talking to her, and we had this conversation actually, was it this week or last week? She said that especially when I was going through the really bad time at work, where like I was thinking about quitting and it was really weighing on me, for the first time I actually opened up and said exactly what I was thinking, because I was the kind of person that'll have the most horriblest day ever and then come home and she'll be like, how's everything going, or how was work? And I'm like, oh, it was okay. And she's like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah. And this happened and this happened, but it's okay and I'll make it through. When in actuality, on the inside, like, I just want to bust out crying. I just want to do this. I want to do that. And I was always trying to be that strong. But again, they always tell you, you make a plan and God, God laugh at it. He got a bigger plan for you. And sometimes it's just lessons that you need to learn. And I had to learn that it's okay for me not to be okay. And it's okay for me to have that moment, because if you don't have that moment, you'll start to bottle stuff up. And then before you know it, you'll explode in the wrong time or on the wrong person. And then now you having to apologize and explain where all this anger and heartache and pain came from. And it didn't even come from the person that you exploded on. It came from something that happened months, maybe even years ago. So it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to tell people, especially your closest people that you talk to. It doesn't make you look weak. It doesn't take away from your character to say, hey, I'm really struggling with this right now. I'm upset about this right now. This is bothering me. It's okay to talk about those things. It's okay to get it out, because if you don't, like I said, you'll bottle that stuff up and it's going to come out at the wrong time. Now, what I learned and what it taught me was, after I say how I feel, leave it there. Like they always tell you, or like I've learned growing up in church, when you pray about something, leave it with God. Don't pray about it and then pick the problem up and take it back with you. Don't go to God and say, oh, I need your help with this. And then as soon as you leave, you over there still trying to figure out what you ask him to help you with. Like, if you got to get to the point where You are trusting yourself and your decisions. And the only way to do so is to genuinely be in touch with yourself. And that's the one thing that I have learned from this year is life is going to throw stuff at you. You're going to go through ups and downs, and you don't always have to be Instagram ready. You don't always have to have a scripted answer when somebody says, "Oh, Crystal, how you doing this?" "Oh my God, I'm doing super fantastic. I was a little upset, but girl, I am okay." Like, you don't always have to put on this front. Sometimes you can allow yourself to let those emotions out so you can heal from that. A lot of times we don't know something. I mean, we don't understand something until you hear it out loud. You don't understand it until you've actually said it out your mouth. And like I said, that's why a lot of times these people get mad at themselves when they do videos and you see them take the videos down later, because they actually listen to the video and realize, I sound so damn dumb. Like, why is I'm doing this, you know? So you have to get to the point where when you are feeling those emotions, go ahead and let it out. Now, I also want to say that don't give yourself excuses. Don't become a narcissist. Don't get to the point where everything has to be about you. Everything got to be about your emotion and what you went through. You had a bad day, so everybody else got to have a bad day. Everybody got to bow down to you. Don't get to that point, because at that point, then you are actually just going from one end of the spectrum to the next, where you're going from not talking about nothing to being overly emotional, overly like sensitive and taking stuff over, and then you're wondering why people don't want to be around you, why people don't answer your phone calls. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to find a perfect balance, and that balance is to deal with stuff as it comes. We got to, as a people, stop holding stuff in, bottling stuff in, and letting it explode on the wrong people. And I didn't explode, but I held in all my frustrations, everything that was going on. And then when it got to the head, when it came to a head, I was like, oh my God, like, if I had to just address this when this happened, I could have saved all of this. And sometimes you do go through extra stuff. Sometimes you will still go through stuff, because that's your lesson to learn. So you just take everything, in hindsight is 2020. When you come out of it, see what it is you can learn and do from those situations, and then move on. And that's what I did. And it just kind of got me to thinking, because y'all know, like I said, 2022 is coming up on us. So I just started thinking about, like, what are my actual goals? You know, everybody has, oh, I'm gonna lose weight, oh, I'm gonna save money, oh, I'm gonna buy this, oh, I'm gonna buy that. But what are my actual, like, personal self-care, self-awareness? What are my goals for myself? And one of my goals is to understand that everything is not gonna always be perfect. Like, work, like right now it's doable. Like, I can do work. It's crazy, but I'm not in that place where I want to quit. I'm not in that place where, like, I'm going in mad every day. Like, I'm actually excited to get to work now. Let me say this. I'm excited to get to work to get the day over. But I'm not dreading going, because like I said, it got to a point where when my alarm would go off, I would immediately be like, oh my God, I do not want to do this. And I would just drag and drag and drag. And it really made my day drag. But like I said, I just wanted to be in a different headspace. And now I am in that headspace to where when I go, like, I'm going knowing what I'm getting myself into. And also that has a lot to do with your emotions as well. Like, if you are honest with yourself, it will save you a lot of heartache and pain. If you know you are going into a crazy situation, why are you going into that situation thinking that, oh, it's going to turn out to be this way? That's where the disappointment comes from, because a lot of times you already knew that person was going to disappoint you, but the disappointment comes from you and yourself, because you felt like, oh, this time they was going to treat me different, or this time they were going to do better, and they didn't. And that's how I am. I know what I deal with my coworkers, so I don't go to work expecting them to be amazing coworkers. I know I'm not getting it. Hey, Lady K, I know I'm not getting it. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I've worked with them for over 6 years now, so I know what to expect. So I don't go in expecting nothing more than what they show me. And that brings me to my next point of not being okay. It is okay to not be okay, and it's okay to recognize who is for you and who's not for you. You don't have to stay around and be somebody's friend because y'all Facebook friends. Hey, Ramona, you don't have to stay around and be somebody's friend because you publicly came on YouTube and said, "This my homegirl." People grow and people outgrow each other all the time, and it's totally okay. It does not have to be beef every time you don't want to deal with somebody else. It could be literally for your mental that you don't deal with somebody, like I said in a couple of lives ago. Hey, Ambia. Look, Canada. Look, I'm gonna say Canada because I've been messing up names. But you don't have to get to the point, like I said, where you are making yourself have a friend just to say that you're friends with somebody. Like, you don't have to get to that point because that could be a part of what's bothering you. Have you ever been around a group of people that you didn't want to be around, but you were there so y'all can make an Insta story, or you were there because, you wanted to be in the pictures so they wouldn't say that you was acting funny? Stop thinking that everybody don't want you to act funny. It is what it is. Sometimes mental health is, you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one of y'all. Okay, my bad. I had to get somebody. But yeah, you just have to get to the point where it's okay to just like say how you feel. It's okay, and I know a lot of times I come off like, oh my God, it's so easy. All I have to do is tell this person this and tell this person that, and boom, my life is gonna be fixed. It's not gonna be fixed, but you can get to the point where you are putting yourself first, because that's what it's about. Hey, Mo. Let me see y'all comments. Yes, Terry, you gotta have self-control. Like you said, like you always say, it's okay to start over. Just start. Exactly. It's okay, because the only thing that you can't come back from is death. So if you woke up this morning, you got a new chance. Like the saying says, or like, you hear all the time, Beyonce is Beyonce. She's Queen B. I like Beyonce. But Beyonce don't have no extra hours in a day. Beyonce don't got an extra day of the week that we don't have just because she's rich and she's famous. Beyonce has the same 24 hours that you have. She just chooses to use her 24 hours to better Beyonce. And you are using your 24 hours to better your friends, your boyfriend, your baby daddy, your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your sister. That's what you're using your 24 hours for. So of course you are going to lack. Beyonce's not lacking because Beyonce's using Beyonce's hours on her. And again, we have to normalize not thinking that's selfish to put yourself first. That's the first thing they teach you when you go to college. When you get to school, you get your degree, you get out, you find yourself, find you a job that you can get some experience so you can take that experience to the next job and get more pay. And then take that experience to the next job and get more pay. That's bettering yourself each step of the way. You can't get to the point where you get out of college and then you just go to one job and that's where you stay. That's what you do. That's where you be. Like, that's what you put up with. That's when you get into the point where you are what I'm trying to say, you are not like letting yourself grow. You are telling yourself that, like, okay, this is what I'm worth. This is all I have to give, and this is all I'm gonna give, But on the other hand, you there rooting everybody else on, and then you finding yourself get to the point where you like a little bit jealous because you see, oh, she's over here. Oh man, she got her master's now. Or, oh my gosh, she got a promotion. Oh my gosh, she bought a house. Oh my gosh, she bought a car. And you find yourself like, oh, why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? And it's like, but what did you do for yourself to do that? Like, that person put in work. Like I say with YouTube. YouTube is all about work. This is not easy. Now, turning on the camera, going live, doing this, there's no editing or nothing. It goes right up. So this right here, it could be easy. But a lot of these YouTubers are out here doing videos where they are renting stuff. They are carving out time to do stuff. Their videos are really good. The quality is good. The editing is good. They take the time. They're consistent. They are, active in marketing and promoting themselves. So of course, with that being said, they're going to get the subscriber count. How can you say, oh my God, I'm so jealous. How can she get 1 million subscribers when she upload 3-4 times a week and you upload once every 2 months, but you want 1 million subscribers? Sometimes you're not ready for what you see. And it's okay. It is okay. But figure out what it is that you want and work on it so you can get to where you want. Hold on 1 second, y'all. You know the trolls like to come out doing Vlogmas. They like to show up. Hold on. Okay, let me look at some comments. Okay, I said hey to Lady K and Ramona. Sis, you are really talking to me. Yes, you just have to, sis. Like, and like I said, it's something that this year has taught me. Like, in a couple of my videos, I have said, like, oh, 2021 has been my worst year. It's been a year that I've gained weight, the year that I haven't been consistent on my journey, the year that I just really ain't been consistent in doing what I'm supposed to do. And it's because I haven't did it. Like, how can you complain about something that you haven't done? You know, like I said, it's okay to acknowledge those emotions, because that's another thing, especially as Black women. And I'm not speaking only 2 Black women or only 4 Black women. I'm speaking because I'm a Black woman. So being a Black woman, like, it is so, we are seen as strong. Oh, you ain't supposed to cry over this. Oh, you ain't supposed to do this. Oh, you better get your stuff together. Oh, you better not let him do this. Or you better not let her do that. Like, we have always been taught that. Hold on 1 second, y'all. We got some little trolls in here. What is going on? Okay, thanks, Tiffany. But yeah, we have been taught that you always got to, be the strong one. But when is it time for you to actually deal with your feelings? You wonder why women keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going all day, and you taking care of the kids, you taking care of your husband, you taking care of the house, you taking care of work, you doing all of this, you're tired, you doing this, and then you wonder why you are feeling all these different type of emotions. You wonder why, you feeling depressed, or you wondering why your mental health is not doing good. And it's because you doing everything for everybody and not for yourself. And it is okay to take care of your family. You have every right to do so. You're supposed to do so, especially if you are that person to take care of your family. But you got to carve out that time for yourself. Because if you don't, you can't pour from an empty cup. So if you don't take care of those emotions and those feelings, they're going to erupt at the wrong time. So you have to just get to the point where you are dealing with what's wrong with you. Like I said, this world that we live in today, everything is so fast. Like I was telling you the other day, I went to Walmart Wednesday. I went to Walmart and legit, they are putting up Christmas stuff already. Christmas ain't even here. It's like you don't even get a chance to enjoy the season, the holiday, or anything like that, because the world is always on to the next, and it's just like, when are we gonna realize that life is short? What are you going for? Like, at the end of your life is what? It's death. And that's the truth. At the end of your life is death. So why are you rushing your life to get to death? Why are you rushing this part? This is the part that you are supposed to enjoy. This is the part, what they say, carpe diem. This is the part that you're supposed to seize the day. Understand that tomorrow's not promised to you, so you gotta live for today. But we are always living in the future. You can't live for today because you're so worried about what's gonna happen tomorrow. And yes, you do need to be prepared for tomorrow. Have you a little savings, a little nest egg, or something going on to where if something happens to where you need to use that, you can. But when it comes to your thought process, like, everything is so fast. Even on YouTube, like, I'll see people who started decorating and doing their Christmas videos all the way in October, or and it's just like they already started, like, I gotta start this series, and it's like, are you really living your daily life? Because you are so concerned about going out to the store so you can record Christmas decor, do Christmas decor hauls, and show how the Christmas is decorated, and you haven't even decorated for Halloween yet, or you do Halloween, and then right after Halloween, I mean literally the next day, you gotta take all that down, and they gotta do Christmas. And it's like, are you living life? And then they wonder why they're so stressed all the time. They wonder why, why they feel trapped, or why? Because I always look at like the bigger YouTubers that have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, millions of subscribers, and they'll do these videos where they want to sit down and have a heart to heart, and they talk about how overwhelming their life is and how busy. Like Raven Elise, she put a video out today, and it was like a self-care video where she was like wanting to just like take a load off. But in the video she was talking about how like we could see in her vlogs of how busy she is, because you know she got this going on, all her sponsorships going on, and then she wants to take this trip and do this, and then she got to meet with her photographer this many times a week, and then she got to do this decor. And it's like, of course you're gonna be tired, of course you're gonna be stressed out, because you are trying to do 48 hours of work in 24-hour day, and you're not going to be able to do so. And then she's a mother on top of that, so that is a whole job in itself. So you are a mother, and then on top of that you are an influencer. And the thing about being an influencer is you don't have a day off. The moment that you stop posting, you get out of the algorithm, and then your views drop. And if views is what you rely on to pay your bills, because y'all know she bought an amazing house, a beautiful house. So if views is what she rely on because YouTube is her job, then of course she can't take time off. And that's why they were saying, like, really consider wanting to do social media as your job, because you need to get to the point where you can take a break. You can not post on Instagram for one day and it won't, directly affect your pay, or it won't directly affect what you got going on as far as your followers and stuff like that. You just gotta live in the moment, and it's okay to not be okay. But again, but in that video, she was saying how, like, she just got so much stuff going on right now, and she's trying to do this and do this, and then the New Year's coming and she's trying to take a trip, and then, that she's just so overwhelmed and she doesn't want to seem ungrateful, but she also do want to like have some time to herself. And see, that's another thing. We shouldn't even have to have a disclaimer of saying, look guys, I'm appreciative of this, but I just, you shouldn't even have to have a disclaimer. You're a person too. So what makes it different for you to need a break and everybody else can have a break? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just gets to the point. And it just, watching her video, I said, even then, I was like, but even then, you are talking to us, telling us that you need a break, you're doing too much, you have too much on your plate, but you're still recording. Like, you're still recording right now. Right now, you are still moving this camera around your house, getting all these angles, showing us stuff. You still got to edit. You still got to link stuff. Like, you're still working. So it's like, are you really getting a break though? And like I said, it's a gray area, because she's an influencer and that is what her job is. So of course she needs to post. But it's like, baby told me this when the pandemic started. It's like, what are you willing to lose? Like, what are you willing to lose to have the life that you want to have? And that is a real question, Like, are you willing to lose friendships, relationships, jobs and stuff like that to have a peace of mind? Or are you willing to deal with the BS just to have people around? Are you willing to deal with ungrateful friends just to be like, you're friends with this person, And that's the thought process too I had with my job. Like, am I selling my soul for a check? You know what I'm saying? And I just got to the point where it's like, it's not that bad in the sense of, like I said, my actual job. If the shoe was on the other foot where I hated what I did every day, but the people were really nice, I would still be in the situation that I'm in. You get what I'm saying? So it's like the lesser of two evils. Like, of course, I can't control people. I don't care who I am, how old I am, or, whatever's going on. I can't control people. So even if I was to change my job, leave and go somewhere else, I can't control them people either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why, like I told you guys, and I will continue to say, I bring my happy to the situation now. At first I wasn't doing that, and that's why it was too much for me. But now I bring my happy to the situation, and I've been having really good days. Let me catch some of these comments. You are so right. Can't be walking around an emotional wreck and unleashing it on her. And you know what? A lot of the people, like children, growing up, they used to always say, like, if you go to your mama and say, or like, for an example, you go to your mama and you have real feelings about something, like, oh, mama, I don't want to do this. And they're like, oh, don't say that. Be quiet. You're going to do it anyway. And it's like, don't disregard the feelings of people just because they're younger than you or they're from a different background than you. Don't disregard people's feelings like they're feeling that way for a reason. Maybe it's something they truly did not want to do, and now you're forcing them to. Now, it's a difference, like I said, in pushing people so they won't make excuses for themselves or so that they can, make it through. But also, too, I think we should respect people's feelings or respect, people's what they're going through, because everybody is going through something. And if the pandemic didn't teach us anything, it taught us that I don't care how much money you got, I don't care what race you are, I don't care what your sexual orientation is, what your sex is, I don't care what that is. Whenever there is a deadly disease that is in the air, that is airborne, it shuts everybody down. You can't have enough money. Couldn't nobody come and say, I pay $45,000 to not get COVID. Nobody could say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that right there showed you that everybody around you is, we're all human, period, point blank. We're all human. So the reason that people have the money that they have, other than scammers, because y'all, this whole scamming thing is going crazy. But the reason that people who actually work hard and get their money has their money is because they work hard and get their money, So all in all, like I said, y'all, it's okay to not be okay. Don't make excuses for yourself, but also acknowledge when you really, truly are struggling. And I had to say it out my mouth. I was struggling. I had to tell baby, I was like, my mental health is not good right now. It wasn't to the point, like I said, where I wanted to go off the deep end, but it was just to the point where every day my alarm went off. And my alarm, I set my alarm for like a song or whatever. And the alarm that I have is Chance the Rapper. Dog, I listen to this alarm every day, and I cannot remember what it say. Dog, it, I would be ashamed of myself. Oh, here we go. Look, I said it in my head. It's Living My Best Life, and it's the Chance the Rapper and Cardi B. And I like that. I listened to it. He said, and it's just like when I hear that, when I wake up, I'm going to live my best life today. Today is not promised to me. I'm going to go and I'm going to reach what I have in store. Hold on. I saw a comment I wanted to answer. Since you are really talking to me. Oh, I think I saw that one. Man, I had to cut family and friends off this for peace. But I'm manifesting positive people around me. Exactly. The devil is busy. You sharing like, oh, thank you. Unless there is advancement. Exactly. Like, you want to make sure that and you're doing it for yourself. Like, that's why I'm going to get into my next topic. Hold on. Oh, thank you, Brandy. Right, they get comfortable and don't challenge themselves. Consistency, huge. Got to meditate and work on that. Oh, thank you. Tiffany say thumbs up. Sometimes you're not ready for what you see, and that's so true. And that's exactly, because that's what I told somebody. We were talking, and they was like, I just really want this, and if I could just do this. And I said, I tell you what, if you woke up tomorrow and you had 1 million subscribers, she was talking about her channel and how she was like, I'm doing this and I'm just ready to grow and da. And I said, if you woke up tomorrow and you had 1 million subscribers, is the content that you are putting out now worthy of having 1 million subscribers? And she was like, well, no, but if I had 1 million subscribers, I said, stop right there. If you have to give a but if I had and what you would do, why you not doing it right now? Because what they always tell you, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. And they not meaning dress literally as in dress, but they mean, well, look, in my mind, I don't feel like they mean dress literally. And they could, but I also take that as be who you want to be. So that's why a lot of people get up and they get themselves together and they make themselves ready for the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't want $1 million if you don't know how to spend $10. How can you be trusted with $1 million if you get $10 to give 9 to your baby daddy? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get to the point where you are loving, you are trusted, and you are using everything that you're using right now in your life. That's why I said it kills me when on social media, when I see people go so hard for something that has nothing to do with you, your finances, or what you got going on. Like, why are you under somebody else's comments going so hard on them and their situation when your stuff not right? How dare you know what I'm saying? Like you could be using that time and focusing on you. Like I said earlier in the live about the PS5. Yes, I want Courtney to have that, and I wish I could get my hands on it. And yes, there are alternatives, but I'm not paying $1,000 for a game system that is you're charging me double for no reason. Like you, that $1,000 can go towards anything else. You know what I'm saying? Versus just a game system. That now, if the PlayStation came out and it was $1,000, then I can't complain about that because that's what the price is. But I'm not gonna line your pockets with more money because you were able to get one and want to charge me double for it. I'm not playing that game because at the end of the day, it's not that serious. And there's a lot of people out here, or what they know in the whole consumer marketing and the way that goes, what they know is somebody want to post that they got a PlayStation 5, so they're going to spend that money anyway. But the thing about Crystal is, you ain't going to give me, honey. Yes, I want her to have it, but I'm not paying no $1,000 for it. Not when I know the original price for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we just gotta stop taking anything, y'all, as a people, as everything. We just gotta stop taking everything and understand that it's okay to be human. It's okay to not feel good today. It's okay to, you know, change your thoughts, change your dreams, you know? And that's another thing, like in this world, everything is so cookie cutter. By 25, you need to be buying a house. By 27, you need to be married. By 28, you need to have a baby. And then by this time, and it's just like, but who made that rule? Who made the rule? Tell me what book it's in. What book at the library can I go to say I should have been a homeowner by the time I was 25? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then whenever you fight against that, or you tell somebody, I don't want to be a homeowner, or that's not for me right now, it's like, oh my God, you got a disease. They don't want to deal with you. Oh, she don't want to own a home. But do you know how many people are around here that's house poor? I have a coworker that's house poor. And when I say house poor, I mean he got enough money to pay his mortgage and his car payment. Other than that, he is up here like, oh man, and we gonna have lunch today. I'm like, you wanna go get you some lunch? Man, you know, I got a house. I don't wanna be that person. I don't wanna be house poor to say that I was able to buy a house by a different time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wanna do stuff on your time, because if you do it on your time, do it with your skill, do it with what you got going on, it will work for you. A lot of people always say, everybody getting blessed and I'm not. No, you really are blessed. You just trying to want their blessings. You know, you can't want somebody else's blessings. You can't want to have a Range Rover if you don't even have a driver's license. Make it make sense. You get what I'm saying? So we just got to normalize living in your truth, living in your time, and understanding that sometimes stuff may bother you. And it's totally okay. If you got somebody to talk to, talk it out. If you don't have anybody to talk to, don't go to social media. Don't make that Facebook post. Stop, sis, stop typing right now. Don't make that Facebook post. Go get you a journal, write it down, and in a week, come back and read it. And if you still feel that way, then see if there's somebody that you can talk to. Sometimes you just need to get stuff out. Sometimes you just need to read it, hear it, see it for yourself. All the time, you don't need to put your business on social media, because when people start making their comments, they're not in your shoes. They don't know how you feel. They don't know what you're going through. They don't know the background of where your feelings are coming from. So they can't tell you why you feel that way. You're going to have people that's going to be on your side with everything that you do. Yes, I'm so sad you're feeling that way. You in my prayers. You're going to have people that's going to say something that's going to trigger you, and now you want to fight when they wouldn't even been able to say nothing if you didn't put it out there. So just normalize not understanding that, like, for one, everybody's not going to understand where you coming from. Like I said with my work situation, I know I vent a lot about that to you guys, but y'all are not going to truly understand it because you're not there to see it. Like, you don't see the day by day, minute by minute. Now, baby, like I said, we're on the phone a lot. So me and her, like, she hears what I go through, what I'm saying, stuff that I'm doing, so she can kind of get you know what I'm saying when I come home and I'm frustrated, because she's like, oh yeah, I heard that this morning and he said this and this is how it is, and then I'll show her how it panned out. But again, she's there. Of course, with you guys, it's just a vent, because like I said, the one thing I learned with my weight loss journey is I'm not holding nothing in. Holding stuff in will cause you to blow up later on, and it's not going to be a good one. And 9 times out of 10, when you blow up, it's destructive to yourself. It's not destructive to nobody else. It will be different if you can hold something in and then see when you finally blow up, you know, something else happened to somebody else. But no, 9 times out of 10, when people blow up, they blow up and then they cause problems for themselves. They either blow up and end up going to jail because of, you know, disorderly conduct or doing something, or you blow up at work on a coworker. Now you in HR and you about to lose your job and lose coins out of your pocket when you should have just corrected whatever it was that was bothering you when it first happened. And like I said, I know it's easier said than done. Everything's not gonna be perfect. Like, oh my God, I'm having a bad day. You tell somebody you're having a bad day, now y'all having brunch and wine and everything good. No, but you do need to normalize getting those emotions out and talking about it, or writing about it, or just even feeling like acknowledging that I'm not having a good day. It's okay. Like, why do we all feel like every day gotta be perfect? Every day gotta be an Instagram feeds picture every day. Just, I mean, we just gotta bring it, you know. And I think that's what a lot of us do. We always want to be strong, or we always want to be the person that everybody else run to. But after a while, if everybody coming to you, then now everybody's feelings, everybody's emotions, and how they feel, they telling you. I tell Courtney that all the time. I say, I'd be damned if I'm gonna sit there and listen to somebody all day long and they don't listen to me back. A conversation is 2 people. That's period. You said something, I'm gonna say something back. I say something, you say something back. That's what a conversation is. So how is it that somebody can come to you and talk all the time and you don't get to talk back? And if you have somebody that is doing that to you, then that's when you need to acknowledge that maybe that's not a good situation for you. And that's what I had to do. At this point, like I said, I'm talking from experience. I had to do that with an ex-friend, where I realized every time you want to do something, Chanel, which is my car's name, Chanel is going down the freeway. We doing it. Sometimes I'm the one driving, picking you up. But when I want to do something, you got excuses for it. Excuse me? How you got an excuse for it? That don't make sense. When I was getting ready to go to move to Tennessee, I had just got my promotion on my job. And so at first I wasn't going to do anything. And then my friend was like, hey, we should have like a little throwback. I mean, a little going away throwback. Throwback. Damn it, I'm tired. A kickback. And I was like, I don't know. She was like, yeah, it don't have to be nothing. You know, I make everybody like my rotel. So she was like, you can make some rotel, and, you know, I'll get this cake and we'll do this and we'll just meet at your house. You know, just like a see you later. Because everybody knew I was going to move back to Dallas. You know, I'm from Oak Cliff. That's my hood. So I was going to come back. But again, I was trying to see what was out there for me. And at that time, I was not in a good relationship. So I was focusing on Crystal. Y'all know how I get when you get in a relationship. When you're in a relationship that you don't want to be in, now you realize you got to get yourself together because this may not last. That's kind of where my mind was. But on top of that, I've always been a good employee. And they asked me, or they offered me a promotion, and I decided to take it. But anyway, she told me, yeah, so we should do a kickback. So I'm like, okay, cool. And at the time, this was supposed to be my best friend. Not the girl who told me to do the kickback. The girl I'm going to talk about. She was supposed to be my best friend. So anyway, I told her, I was like, hey, you know, for purposes of the story, I'm going to say green. Y'all remember my old story times, everybody had colors for their name. So we're going to go back to that. So I'll say green was the one who told me, hey, you should have a kickback. You're leaving. We're not going to see you. Let's do something. So Purple was my best friend at the time. So I called Purple and I'm like, hey, Green said I should have a little kickback. Let's do it Saturday because I leave on Monday. So let's do it on Saturday. That way Sunday I can just rest all day because I got a 9-hour drive ahead of me. So Purple proceeds to tell me, oh, I think that is a good idea. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'll cook too. I'll make shrimp. I'll make chicken tetrazzini. I'll make another cake. I'll make another cake and just whatever she decided she was going to make. So I said, okay, cool. So it really is. So I went on Facebook because y'all know how it is. Went on Facebook, and my close friends and people that I was, you know, I knew wanted to see me before I leave. I invited them. Everybody accepted, told them the date, told them sorry, it's last minute. I wasn't going to do it, but Green reached out and said that I should. Everybody accepted, even Purple, she accepted. Hold on, yeah. So even Purple accepted. So comes the day of the little kickback, I am in the house. Everybody has shown up. I I always go over and beyond anyway. So even though I just did Rotel, I did have other stuff. I went to Subway and got sandwiches. I got drinks. I got all that kind of stuff. So I really like turned it into a really good kickback. And it's crazy that I did that too, because I've always, like, people always have asked when it come to me, because they feel like, oh, Crystal, oh, you got money, you good, you don't have kids, you good, or you know you can do this by yourself, you good. Like, nobody, like, and when I say that, I mean, like, as far as my old friend group, like, they never came out and said, let's do this for Crystal. It was always, oh, Crystal can do this for herself. So saying that, but I felt that way because that's the way they had always done me. So I was like, okay, well, let me not rely solely on her to get food, because if all these people show up and there's nothing here, I'm going to be upset. And I'm so glad I went with my first mind, because of course the day of, I'm like calling her, she's not answering. So I'm like, okay, well, let me do this. And then finally, like, while my little kickback, my little party is happening, she calls me. So I'm thinking she calling me to tell me she just running late, but she on her way. She calls to tell me that, oh, I don't want to come because my girlfriend, because at the time it's her girlfriend, ain't married or whatever, but she was like, my girlfriend can't come. She ended up working late, and I really don't want to be out by myself. And I was like, what? You have been to my house several times by yourself. Like, when I was going through a whole breakup and you came over here by yourself and it was midnight and you came with a bottle of wine. So what do you mean you can't come by yourself? I was like, okay, cool. And then she was like, yeah, so I'm sorry, but have fun at your little kickback. And you know how people do when they use the word little, your little kickback. I had a lot of people in my kickback. I was like, my little kickback. Okay, your best friend is moving from Dallas to Tennessee, and this is going to be the last night that you see her, and you decide you don't want to come by yourself. But you supposed to be my best friend. And mind you, y'all, I didn't even tell you the juicy part of the story. A couple days before that, we went and got our nails done together in my neighborhood at night, and she came by herself because I wanted to get my nails done before I moved to Tennessee, because of course I'm moving to a new state. I don't know who do nails and where to go. So I wanted to have my nails done before I went. So she came over and got her nails done and all this stuff by herself just a couple nights before that. But the night of my kickback, you can't come because you don't want to be by yourself. And that's not the first time she did me like that. She did me like that when it came to my birthdays. Like, whenever I had my birthday dinner, I always, excuse me, y'all, I always chose restaurants that, you know, were okay with you having a big party. Because whenever I would have a birthday dinner, it would be like 15 to 16 people, sometimes up to 20 people. So I always chose restaurants that were okay with the amount of people that would come. And every time that I would have something where I had a dinner, she can't come. But it's funny that one time I bought her a gift card to the Cheesecake Factory, and then I had a birthday dinner at the Cheesecake Factory. Oh, she came for that. And I guess it was because technically I paid for it because she used the gift card that I did. But yes, it just got to the point where, like I said, I had to realize that friendship is not benefiting me. That friendship is all about circumstance, meaning as long as it was okay for her, then we good. We can do it. She's excited. And that's how she was. If it was something that she could do or that she had the money for, oh, she'll talk about it all day. She'll text all day. I can't wait to do this, girl. I'm so excited. But if it's something she can't be a part of, then she's negative. Ooh, if I was you, I wouldn't do that. Why would you do? I don't think you should do that. And it's just like, it took me a little while, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I talk from experience when I do. It took me a little while to recognize, like, wait a minute, girl, she's not for you. Even though she's disguising herself as my best friend, she really not for me. Because when it came to me, she could care less. Even my wedding dress fitting. I did a whole wedding dress fitting. Now, where were you? I called, and it was so funny because on that day, we used to Snapchat, and she Snapchatted me and was like, she was in a store, and she was like, girl, I'm in this store. I don't know how long I'm going to be. So if I miss your fitting, then, you know, I'm sorry, but I do have to take care of this. And I'm like, my fitting wasn't until the evening time, and it was planned a month ahead of time. And you decided to go to the store at the time of my Fitting. Okay, that's fine, baby, because the rest of the girls showed up and we had a great time, honey. Had a great time. Like, I learned to roll with the punches. Before that time, I really valued my friendships and I felt like, okay, Crystal, you have to deal with it. And if they can't do it, you can't do it. And I realized I'm missing out on a lot of blessings worrying about if they can't do it that I can't do it. I can do it. So let me go ahead and do it. But of course, when I start doing it, then now all of a sudden you acting funny. Or you changed. And it's like, oh, because I'm actually doing for Crystal, or I'm actually doing what Crystal wants. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so crazy. Let me read some comments. Oh, I don't know, Shay, what's going on? They out tonight. I really needed to hear this. Thank you, Crystal. I'm not living my life, and I do feel trapped taking care of everyone's needs but my own. Right, Ramona? And it's crazy because on one sense, like, we are taught that you gotta do for this. If you got kids, do for your kids. And I'm not saying don't, like, y'all know, I'm not saying don't do for your children, but I'm also saying that you're doing everybody around you a disservice if you are not happy. You gotta be happy to be able to be there for everybody else. But yeah, y'all, Purple didn't care. She didn't care. And when we end up, because that's one thing about me, when I end friendships, it's like an exit interview. You know, you do an exit interview at a job. I want to let you know what's going on. I want to say what I gotta say. I want you to say what you gotta say as well, because all the times I'm not right. So if I didn't do something right, or if I made you feel away or something, I want you to come to me too. Come to me as a woman and tell me, like, well, Crystal, you know, you did this to me and did this to me. So when we had our little last conversation, I told her, I said, I don't think you're a good friend. I said, it's so funny how when you have birthday dinners, I'm the first one there. I even help decorate. When everything that you go through, anytime you need something, you call my phone first. And everything, all this stuff happened. But whenever I just mention something to you, you shoot it down before we even get finished with the conversation, because it's something you don't want to do, or you feel like it's going to show you up. Like, that's like when I got engaged. I called her. This is supposed to be my best friend. I called her. I was like, oh my God, I got engaged. And she said, in Miami? Why was she doing it in Miami? I said, why was she not? Like, we were in Miami. It was my birthday. We was on the beach. She had already planned this because she had the ring with her. And she decided to propose. And you gonna ask me why she proposed in Miami? Girl, that's my story now. Courtney proposed to me on Miami Beach on my birthday. That's, you know, like, my best friend's supposed to be excited. When she called and told me she was engaged, I was excited, and she didn't even get, like, engaged in no special way. It was just that they finally legalized marriage for same-sex couples here in Texas, and her girlfriend was like, well, let's get married. And she was like, okay. That's all it was. But I was still excited for her. I was still happy for her. I immediately started planning, because the moment she told me she was engaged, it took 2 years for them to get married. So 2 years of wedding talk, 2 years of hearing her say every day, what's this? What's that? I want to change this. I want to change that. It was just a lot of drama. You know what? But when I finally ended that friendship, I lost 100 pounds. I was in a happy, healthy relationship. I was engaged. I was living my life. You know what I'm saying? I got rid of some baggage. And that is pretty much what I'm trying to tell you guys. I like to give y'all, like, my real life experiences to, like, show y'all, like, my lessons of it all, that sometimes you gotta be the one to realize that it ain't for you. And I'm the kind of person, like I said, I go hard for my friends and my friendship. So it took me so long to end that friendship, because I was like, well, this is how it's supposed to be. Like, we ain't gonna get along all the time. Yeah, she gonna make me mad. Yeah, I'm gonna make her mad. But when it gets to the point where you talking about your friend, especially to your spouse, where I gotta tell Courtney, I can't believe she acting like this, and why she doing this and why she doing that. If it get to that point, go on and end it. What you stand in a friendship that you're not benefiting them from, and she's not benefiting from it either, because she's so negative all the time. You know what I'm saying? We even tried to do something together. She would always tell me, y'all, and I'll never forget this. whenever, like I told you guys, I don't meet a stranger. When I go out and I'm in public, like I speak to people. If they speak to me, I'm gonna speak back. You talk to me, I'm gonna talk back. That's just how I am. But whenever we would go places and somebody would say, oh my God, I like your hair. Because at that time, that's when I was wearing like 30-inch bundles and I would get like all this stuff. And so people always had something to say about my hair. I had just started doing my makeup and stuff. So I was trying different makeup looks. And so people would give me compliments on that. So yeah, when we were out, when somebody would give me a compliment, she would say, ooh, well, I'm so glad, girl, they worried about you. It's giving me a break tonight. You know, they ain't all on me. And I was like, girl, these are strangers. What is you talking about? Like, they not all on you. What is wrong with you? Like, and I used to say that to myself, but I continued to be her friend because I felt like, well, that's what a friendship is. But I'm here to tell y'all, that's not what a friendship is. It's not going to be all cookies and cream all the time, but also you don't got to go through nothing. And this is another topic I want to talk to y'all about, but I'm going to mention it in this video. Love don't hurt. Breaker 19. Look, I don't know where the hell Breaker 19 came from, but news alert, love don't damn hurt. You don't have to go through nothing to finally come out. I cannot stand, I loathe hearing somebody say, girl, we went through something for 3 years, but he finally doing better. She finally came around. Baby, if she came around, it's because whatever she was doing out there stopped. That's why she came around. Newsflash, buddy. That's why they came around. Because whoever they was messing with, don't mess with them no more. That's why they came around. You don't got to go through nothing with nobody just to be happy. Me and Courtney ain't never went through no cheating scandal. We ain't never went through no beating scandal. We ain't never went through no she stealing from me, I'm stealing for her. We ain't never went through no police coming to our house and all this shit just so we can say we love each other. Love don't hurt. It don't hurt at all. What hurts is trying to be with somebody that don't want to be with you in a relationship, a friendship, a situationship, and all of that. That's what hurts. So if it's hurting you, it's not meant to be. Remember, you can't put a square puzzle piece in a triangle. It's going to hurt that to try to squeeze that in. And that's what happens when you're trying to make a relationship work. Hey, Taurus chick. I'm sorry, I had to look up. But yeah, get to the point where love don't hurt. And that's in anything. A friendship is not that hard to have if you genuinely trust people or if you genuinely, respect people. Treat somebody like they got sense. It's not that hard. You don't have to talk about this homegirl with that homegirl and then still be friends with her on Friday night when you go to the club. That's not how friendship works. It doesn't work that way. And if you're doing that, maybe you need to consider not being friends with that person. And like I said, it was hard for me to end our friendship. We were friends for over 6 years. It was hard for me to end that friendship. But it was just the last straw because when I was ready to talk about it, all of a sudden she wanted to end the friendship. Which really it was me because the reason I ended it was because she was trying to play this role of she never did anything, no lie. My text message to her was, can we talk? Because I feel like you're not being a good friend and I want to tell you how I feel. And her reply to me was, didn't I buy you a birthday gift? Didn't I send you a package to Tennessee? And I was like, so you want to go straight to money? That's what you want to say when I tell you as your best friend that I feel like you trash? You want to go to what you bought me? Okay, well, let me go to what I bought you because what I bought you, if you want to tally up, is way expensive than what you bought me. Like, that's what I be saying. Don't play with me. If you want to bring up what you bought me, don't bring that up because we're not going tit for tat. And since you brought that up, that furthermore is the reason why I want to end this friendship because now I realize what it is. You want to buy me something so I can tell people you bought me something and that makes you look like a good friend. When in actuality, you're not a good friend. You can care less about my emotions. You can care less about what I got going on in my life. Every milestone that I hit when I got my promotion, when I got engaged, all that stuff, you always had something to do. You was always so busy. Oh, but when I was going through my breakup, oh, you were there every day. You was there for that tea. You was there for the tears. You was there for me being sad every day. And see, that's where it disguised as my best friend. Because at that time, I thought, oh my God, she really came around. We've been talking every day. I'm at her house every week. She at my house I would go to her house on my off days. She would come to when she didn't work, but she would come to my house on the weekends. So I was just like, yeah, so, oh my God, she really stood up. But she didn't stand up. She was just there because I was down. When I was up, she was nowhere around. But as long as I was sad, down, and depressed and going through a breakup, oh, you there every day because you want the tea. You want to know what's being said, what's being done. Girl, sit down somewhere. So like I said, I talked to her and I let her know, you know what? I'm not getting anything from this transaction, so I am going to remove my card from this machine. And she was like, is that what you want to do? Fine. And I said, agreed. And that was my last message to her. And since then, like I said, once I stop being friends with somebody, I do not wish harm on them. I wish her the best in life, and I hope she is reaching every goal that she set for herself. I just don't want to be around to see it because it's not going to benefit me. And it's really not going to benefit her because you're not happy with being friends with me. Every time you need to be happy, you choose not to be. So let's not be friends. And like I said, I would be different. It would be different if I gave her that same energy, but I was there for her for everything. Like even Courtney came in at the end of our friendship, but Courtney even said it, like when she would talk, you know, when we meet up and talk and stuff, she'd be like, dang, she did that, or dang, you did that for her. And I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And she's like, man, you're a good friend. And I used to tell Courtney, I'll go hard for my friends. Like, if you need some, you down, you need some, girl, I'm here, call me. It ain't even on no, oh, let me tell somebody else what you asked me for. No, it's not like that. So it's just like, I was like, this is not, it's not going to work. And even in that situation, it was okay for me not to be okay. It was okay for me to come to her and say, hey, I need to talk to you. Because it would have been messy for me to go on Facebook and write a status throwing slugs and and doing all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That would have been messy. But I didn't do that. I text your phone because I have your number. And you are the person that I'm having an issue with. So I wanted to talk to you. But you chose that you just wanted to be like, well, I bought you this and I bought you that. I was like, we getting on presents? Well, thank you for the little care package, but I do remember you asking me to, you know, share this or tell people that you got this for me. Like, it wasn't, you know, you doing it. Like, it was plenty of times I'm like, oh, well, she would like this, and I would do something nice. And I didn't ask, you know, for her to share that or tell somebody to do that. Now, if she chose to do it on her own, then, you know, like we do here on YouTube. Like, hey, guys, I bought this. This is what I got. Or, hey, guys, my friend got me this. This is what I got. But, yeah, I never did anything for her for, you know, that type of return, but she did. And like I said, it just took me a little time to realize that. And once I did try to mend it. Like I said, I reached out, I wanted to talk, but she chose to just immediately be like, okay, it's over. And always remember, y'all, what's the saying? Everybody that you lose is not a loss. So don't go into it thinking like, oh my God, I messed up my friendship. No, baby, if they were so easy to run away, they was gonna run away eventually anyway. Because anybody who love you, like Courtney tell me every day, she said, I don't care if you break up with me, I'm still gonna be in this house. I'm just gonna go to the other room and I'm still gonna wake up with you in the morning time when you get ready for work. I'm like, you can't do that if we ain't together. She was like, yes, I can, because you ain't never gonna, like, she already told me. So it ain't no losing her because she wants to be around. She wants to be there. So you can't lose somebody who wants to. If they want them, if they so quick to move around, if they so quick to leave, if they so quick to do that, baby, they wasn't meant to be there anyway. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Yes, Tiffany Purple, she was very much so. And it was so crazy because the way, oh, hey, Tasha. Oh, I'm just giving a little story time of an ex-friend and just talking about, you know, just like when the moment that I noticed that, hey, this friendship it's really not meant to be, and it's okay. It's not nothing bad. Like I said, I don't wish her any bad. I really do hope she's doing well. Like, and that's another thing about me too. When I stop being friends with somebody, I'm not the kind of person that's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna block this person, I'm gonna do this. No, I'm not doing that because I'm not even on no petty stuff. Now, if you choose not to be my friend anymore, like follow me on social media, then you choose to do so. But I'm not finna make it my business, or I'm not finna announce that, oh, I'm finna clean up my friends list. I'm not finna do all that. Like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. But y'all, like I said, and I really do mean, I want to reiterate that love do not hurt. You do not have to struggle to go through something just to get to the other side. It kills me when I hear people say that. Like, oh my God, we've been through so much, but girl, we made it. You've been through so much, but now you don't have trust. Now you jealous. Every time they walking in that door, you thinking where they been, what they doing, who they with. You've been through so much, but now you don't, you sleep with one eye open because they've been going upside your head, and now you don't know what to do. Y'all been through so much. Like, that stuff, that right there, that's not cool, guys. Like, you don't have to go through a whole struggle just to say somebody love you or just to say somebody's your friend. Like I said, struggling is life, period. Every day waking up, making sure that you reaching goals, saving money, doing what you're supposed to do. Like, you're going to go through that stuff on your own. You don't need somebody adding to that. I'm not going to say that Courtney loved me and she choked me every day. Like, you don't love me. You can't hurt nothing you love. You can't hurt nothing that you want to see do good. So why would you put those two together? And like I said, we've always been taught that, oh my God, they struggle, so they gonna be together. Like, because the struggle, I'm telling you, every time, we are human, and when you go through something with somebody, and especially when you was done wrong in the situation, you're gonna lose a little bit of trust from them every time. And as you start to lose that trust from people, it's like, how can you even trust them to be with them anymore? Every time they do something, that's why you see people who get together, break up, get together, break up, get together, and then in the end of it all, they end up not even together. It's because, like, they wasn't supposed to be together anyway. They trying to force something that wasn't supposed to be there. But then they get with somebody else. You always hear them saying, well, I build them up to go over there and do all this stuff for somebody else. That's because they wanted to do something for somebody else. That's who they wanted to do it for. You can't make nobody do nothing for you, married or not. You can't make somebody do nothing for you. They have to want to. And when they want to, they will. It's no excuses. You can tell somebody all day long, you know what, don't buy me no gift, I don't need nothing. They still gonna come with a gift because they want it to. So yeah, love don't hurt, and friendships don't have, you don't have to be in a friendship where you feel neglected as the friend at all either. You know what I'm saying, Jess? And then talk about it. Just say something, you know? Yes, Melissa, she was very jealous because a lot of stuff came out like after that friendship, and you know, we got mutual friends and stuff, talking to them. A lot of stuff came out, and she used to talk about me. Oh, she thinks she is. She don't got no kids. She can do it. Like, oh my God, I never forget. We went to this restaurant, and the people at the restaurant told us that since our party was so big, well, actually the restaurant itself didn't split tickets, but especially since our party was so big, they wasn't finna sit up there and try to do receipts for everybody. So they let us know before we sat down that they were not gonna split the receipt. We had to do that amongst ourselves at the table. Everybody agreed that that was fine. So we had, and it was a French restaurant at that, so it was nice. Oh my God. They had really good wine. The food was really good, but they were expensive. So at the end of the night, they bring the ticket over, and we looking at it, and it was a pretty healthy ticket because everybody was getting drinks and drinks on top of drinks, and everybody ordered this. So we was like, you know what? Let's just split it. And then she was like, Purple was like, I ain't gonna split nothing because I didn't get nothing. And that's another thing. Like, don't you hate the friend that be trying to act like she always got money and stuff, but every time y'all go somewhere, she don't get nothing? Like, I never forget, we did a girls trip, and she bought, like, me and the other ladies, we were buying stuff, and she didn't buy nothing. Like, she was the only one walking through the store, and then every time we pick up something, oh, don't get that. That's ugly. Don't get that. So then when we get back to the car, or we walking with our bags, we like, oh, you didn't get nothing? Girl, I didn't see nothing. But then when we go to another store, if they have a clearance rack, she want to go straight to the clearance rack. And I'm not saying, you know, anything about the money part of it. If she was saving or whatever she was doing, do your thing, but don't sit up there and try to act like you more than what you are. We are with you because we truly want to be your friend, not because you have money or you can bow till you fall. We don't care about that. We are with you because we want to be your friend, but don't be damn playing us and damn talking us because we want to shop, or we want to do this, or we want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you being such a damper on the whole little girl shopping thing? Like, that was the point. Like, what's the point of shopping? It was to spend money. Why would you come out here and now don't want to spend nothing and then talk about us because we want to spend money? Or you count people's pocket, like she told my other friend. Sorry, y'all. She told my other friend, she was just like, oh, girl, be careful. Then you say that you got something coming up, and it's like, why you count her pockets? I'm pretty sure if she knows she got something coming up. So if she want to buy 2 bags, and I'll never forget that we were in Michael Kors, and I got 2 purses and a wallet, and the other lady, she was really shopping. She got like 4 purses, a wallet, a keychain, and some more stuff. And yeah, she was just telling the other lady, she's like, don't you know you got something coming up? And like, why you counting that lady pockets? She came in here because she wanted to shop. You the only one that's empty-handed. Pick up some, you can get a little wallet or something, but it's like, why did you even come over here if you gonna be the one that just do all that talking? Right, Tiffany, one monkey don't stop no show around here. I cannot go with females who can't enjoy themselves. That's a negative Nancy. Yes. Oh my God. It is, because you just don't want to get to that point. Like I said, where you don't want it to be missed. Like you act like, and I'm that kind of person. If you say we're going on a shopping trip, I'm coming with my money. My mama said that. My mama said that in our calendar vlog. She was like, it don't go with Crystal if you don't want to spend no money. Especially if you calling it a shopping trip. Why you don't want to spend no money? She didn't pick up nothing. We went to 2 different malls and like a little strip mall that had like stores and stuff. She didn't buy nothing. And we up here walking with all these bags. And then so we trying to walk with our bags to the car. And she like, well, look at y'all struggling. Y'all wasn't even doing it if y'all didn't buy all that stuff. Don't come to me next week talking about you need to buy or something. Man, we won't. When have we came and asked you for anything? Me and her shop like this all the time. We ain't never came to you and asked you for nothing. What is you talking about? But that was the stuff that we should have recognized as red flags, or as that, you know, as like, you know, that stuff we should have recognized. Because why did we deal with that? You know, like, why did we put up with that? And like I said, I wish her the best. I hope she getting everything she wanted, but you just not in my life no more, because I'm not finna deal with this. Especially, I'm in a happy place. I'm good with myself. I've gotten to the point where I realize that it's okay to not be okay. So it's okay for me to share my emotions and share my feelings. And also, it's a red flag when you do share your emotions and you do share your feelings and people try to write it off as, girl, you'll be okay. Or it's okay, don't worry about it. They do everybody like that. That's not okay to do that to people. You need to listen to people, especially if they are taking the time to come to you personally and say something's wrong with them. Even you, if you are taking the time, especially for me, I was a very strong person. I can say was, because right now, baby, I am a ball of open emotions. I talk to Courtney so much, I bet she'd be like, damn, she ain't talked to me this much in 5 years. Anything that comes to my mind that I thought, my fears, look, I'm tired. My fears, anything that like I'm nervous about, or, you know, work problems, or even like my weight loss journey struggles, or all that stuff. I talked to her about everything, and now I just feel like it's okay. And it took me so long because I've never been able to welcome that. I've never had a partner that I can say, hey, you know, my mental is not doing too good today. I'm just feeling down. And them to actually like, well, what's wrong? You know, what you want to do? You want to talk about it? Or if you don't, you want to do this or you want to do that? Buy me flowers just because, or do, you know, I never had somebody do that. It was always me that always had to take on everything and do everything. And then I got to make sure you okay. And the whole time I'm over here crying on the bathroom floor because I'm mentally struggling and I have nobody to talk to. But Jersey girl, hey, I saw your comment. So anyway, at the restaurant, the man comes over. I mean, they come over. So we decided we're going to go ahead and do the bill. And so she's like, no, I don't think we should split the bill like that because I didn't buy this. I mean, I didn't get this. I didn't get that. And I was like, well, we know, like, the food is still sitting here in front of us. We know who got what. And I said, but let's not think of it like that because there's tax on here. There's gratuity on here. So let's just take the bill and split it. I think it was 8 of us. But yeah, we was like, let's take the bill and split it. So everybody started getting their money out, and come to figure out she didn't have enough to even split. So, and then it was actually 2 other people that didn't have enough. So to make a long story short, I end up paying the remaining balance of what the bill was. So when we are standing outside, because we was like, let's do a group picture. So we're standing outside, and I'm really low-key mad. Like, I'm really low-key like, why the hell would y'all come out to eat and y'all don't have no money? Like, y'all too grown for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't like we told you, oh, we gonna pay for it. Like, you knew you should have had the amount of money you went out. But I was like, I'm gonna let it go. God always be blessing me. We good. So somebody said like, oh, well, Crystal, thank you so much for helping us out and you know, paying whatever. Because I can't remember the amount it was, but it wasn't a lot. It was under $100 that we were lacking. But it was over $50. I do remember that. But yeah, so anyway, they was like, well, thank you so much for doing that. And I was like, I shouldn't even have to have done that. Like, I really feel like we should have went all split it 8 equal ways. And that girl gonna say, well, you good. You don't have any kids. I was like, oh, bitch, what? You better stop playing with me. I let your little ass I let you make it in this restaurant. You better stop playing with me. But yeah, that just made me feel some kind of way. I said, excuse me? Like, how dare you? But that gave me a perspective of how they saw me. How they did, how they saw me like, oh, well, Crystal gonna just take the slack up because she don't have any kids. Because it was 2 other ladies that didn't have kids, but for the most part, all the rest of them had kids. So yeah, I was like, oh, so that's how you view us. And then on top of that, y'all, she gonna tell me, she told me, oh, well, you don't have kids, you can do this, you can do that. Oh, you spend money on this, you spend money on that. And I'm like, how you gonna count my pockets? At the end of the day, I'm talking about your lack thereof. Like, you came out to eat and you didn't have the money to eat. What if I didn't have the money to pay? What was you gonna do then? And then what makes it even crazy was the waiter, he was so super cool. He gave me some free drinks. So I'm paying the leftover bill and I wasn't even charged no drinks. The drinks I had were free. So how dare you gonna say that? But that was crazy. But she did that a lot of times. Like I said, y'all, anytime we went somewhere, it was always, why you wanna buy that? Why you wanna do this? Why you wanna do that? And it's like, cause that's what we came for. You don't come to the mall to walk around. You come to the mall to spend money. Why are you tripping like that? Like, it was so crazy. Jersey girl, they should have paid you back just because it was the right thing. And they didn't. Like, I never forget, we had went to Pain with a Twist. And, Pain with a Twist is BYOB. So I was like, well, you know what? I gotta go to the store anyway. So I'll just grab some wine and y'all can give me when I get there. They was like, okay, cool. We get there with Pain with a Twist. I got the wine. Everybody drinking, but ain't nobody gave me no money on it. So I'm like, okay, don't say anything. We get through, we paint our pictures, we good. The next day, nobody says anything. And then one of the ladies said, oh my, she hit me up and she's like, I'm so sorry. I don't think I gave you your money for the wine. I was like, no. And she was like, let me send it to you now. She gave me my money. I was like, okay, cool. There was another girl gave me my money for the wine. But Purple decided, hey, Williams, Purple decided she want to go buy me some shoes for my birthday. Give me the shoes and say, well, this even, I don't have to give you the money for the wine because I bought the shoes. But I was like, but I thought the shoes was for my birthday. So I bought my own birthday present? Is that how that worked? And y'all heard when I say, buy me some shoes, and I don't mean no expensive shoes. Like, we used to love going to, and I've shown y'all in the vlog, I go to this place called Off Price Shoe Store where shoes are like $9.99, $12.99, $14.99 and up, but it does like nothing. I don't think nothing is more than $29.99 in there. But when we go there for the $9.99 shoes, because like if I'm gonna pay good money for shoes, I'm not gonna get it from there. I'm gonna go somewhere else. But yeah, she goes over there. Oh, y'all, Koyo in the building. Yes, I'm still on live. What time is it? Oh, y'all, it's almost 11. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep talking for a little bit, y'all. But yeah, so she bought me the shoes, bought me the cheap shoes too. The box say they were $6.97. So he bought me some $6.97 shoes for my birthday and then tell me that it's my birthday present, but you don't have to give me the money back for the wine because you spent the money on the shoes. And you still owe me money because I paid more than it. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. So I just got to the point, like I said, where those examples like that was the reason why I was like, you know what, everything added up. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't do it shady. I didn't go and throw slugs on social media. I didn't go and talk to other friends and say, oh, this is why I'm gonna do this. I went to the source. And going to the source, baby, it was shut down immediately because we weren't supposed to be friends anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wasn't supposed to be cool anyway. So I totally understand that, and we gotta normalize letting people go because you'll be missing your blessings trying to hold on to people. Sis, if you needed an answer, if you needed a sign, this is your sign. Sometimes you gotta let stuff go. You missing your blessings because you're trying to hold on to stuff that is hindering your blessings. Like I always tell people, a bill is not a blessing. It's not. If you got to take care of a grown person and you already, trying to make ends meet, that's not a blessing to say that you have somebody there. That is a problem. It's a bill. It's something that you don't need around you. You in this life that we live, you already go through so much. And then on top of that, y'all, we went through a whole pandemic. Everything shutting down. Most of you guys are parents. Y'all have to homeschool and teach your kids at school, but you still got to work because you still got to pay bills. Then you got to figure out how you going to do this. Gas is high. food is going up, the economy is going up, they ain't want to give you this, hours getting cut. Like, think about just the regular stuff we got to deal with. And then on top of that, you want to deal with somebody who really don't care for you, friend, relationship, or whatever. You want to deal with that. Don't do that. Don't deal with that. Normalize speaking your truth and understanding that it's okay to not be okay. Normalize letting people know how you feel, saying what you mean and meaning what you say. And like I said, it is okay to be selfish in situations of saying, you know what, this is not for me right now. My mental can't take this. Let me take a step back. It is okay. We have been taught so much that you got to be so strong. You got to do so much and you got to do this. And if you don't do this, you weak and they going to call you this and they going to call you that. They talked about Jesus. I know we always say that, but they did. They talked about him. So they going to talk about you too. You're not everybody's cup of tea. I don't care how nice I am. It's still somebody that don't like me and I can't change that. And since I can't change it, I'm not going to sweat it. I'm not going to worry about it. And I'm not going to try to change people who are already grown. I'm not going to try to change people who are from a different walk of life than I'm from. I'm not going to invest my sweet hours that I have in my day worried about situations that I can't change anyway. Like, that is literally the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different outcome. Like, why would you continue to do that? That's why I say sometimes we hinder ourselves or sometimes we hurt ourselves when we're in situations because we go in knowing that the situation is not going to pan out, but we decide to think like, no, this time they're going to do this for me. This time they're going to do this for me. And you realize like, nope, it's just like every other time. And that's why I said sometimes you're really not mad at that person. You're really mad at yourself because you knew what it was and you thought something different. So just normalize realizing what your emotions are and going with your emotions. If you're having a bad day, sis, it's okay. Somebody else is having one too. Hold your head up and get through it. But also don't fake it either. Don't get to the point. And that's the last thing I'm going to say before I let y'all go. I'm going to read some comments too. But the last thing that I want to say before I let y'all go is understand that when you are talking and you are speaking through your emotions and all of that, if you play that strong person role, don't be mad when people treat you like the strong person. I am the perfect example of that. I will be so strong and I'm a superwoman. I can do this. I can go pick this up, do this, pay for this and do this. But inside, I'm really going through something. And then when people come to me and say, oh, Crystal, you good, you can take it. Now you mad because you're like, no, I really can't take it. Oh my God, I can't handle it. But you're not telling them you can't handle it. People can't read your mind. Nobody's a mind reader. So they can't say how you really feel. So you can't get mad that people are treating you how you act. If you're acting like the strong person, people gonna treat you like the strong person. So don't get mad when that happens. Just normalize saying how you feel. And if it's a day, like I said, I've gotten to the point with Courtney where I have completely, and I guess I could say let my guards down, where I don't feel as guarded or that I have to like be this person that, go through everything. So if I'm not having a good day, and she does it too, when we wake up in the morning or, if it was a rough day at work and it's like, how you doing? It's like, you know what? I'm chilling right now. I need some time. And it's like, okay, I respect that, and that's another thing too, like have respect for people when they say those things. Like, everything is not about you. Just because a person is having a day, it may not have nothing, or it 9 times out of 10 has nothing to do with you. Stop thinking everything got to do with you. We all go through something. You could have had a bad dream and it really been weighing on your mind or something. You know what I'm saying? And you thinking about that, and somebody say something to you and you're like, oh, well, I'm okay. And they're like, what's wrong with you? I'm sorry, I didn't call you back. And it's like, when people start confessing, they feel guilty to begin with. You don't got to confess to me. I could be going through my own stuff. I have my own issues. Like, I'm human too, Everything is not about you. So yeah, just get to the point, like I said, where you are realizing that if you are not okay, you are verbalizing that you're not okay, because you can't get mad when people treat you how you act. If you acting like you got everything together, don't get mad when people do that. And then now you complaining saying, oh, well, they just treat me like I can do everything. Where you are doing everything. You are showing them that you're doing everything. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, that's from me. And Courtney said it, and it really rung a bell with me, because she said said it. She said, and I was like, I've been feeling like this for a while and I just never said nothing. She was like, exactly, you never said nothing. So I thought everything was good. And it makes so much sense. If I'm not telling her that I'm having a bad day, how is she supposed to know if I'm walking around here acting like everything is okay and I'm happy and I'm in the mood and I'm playing? She don't know what my deep down inside feelings are. She don't know that until I say it. So I just had to get to the point, like I said, where I verbalized saying, like, you know what? I really didn't have a good day at work, And she's like, well, what happened? You want to talk about it? And if I say, yeah, she listens. And if I say, no, I don't want to talk about it, then she don't force it. She's like, well, whatever it is, I'm here when you need me. And I'm like, okay, And like I said, it took me some time to get through that because me and Courtney, we finna be together for 6 years. And it took 2021. Like, we've been together since 2016. And it took for me to get to 2021 to realize, like, open your mouth, Crystal. And like I said, it's because I have been in prior friendships and relationships where it wasn't okay to voice how you feel. And the reason those didn't work out was because I got to a point where I just finally let everything out. And then, of course, when I say everything I have to say, it's like, well, damn, you really don't like me anyway. And I'm like, you know what? I really don't like you because you ain't. Okay, well, I got it, and then stuff break up. So, yeah, guys, it's just you got to get to the point where you are realizing that you are human. We are human and we go through daily struggles. And if you can get your emotions in check in the sense of knowing how you feel, because that's another thing, like, sometimes people can ask you how you feel and you really don't know what to say. You really don't know what you should feel and stuff like that. So it's like you get confused and then you're saying like, well, I'm feeling good, but you're really not feeling good. Or you get to the point where you say, I'm feeling bad and you're really not. You just feel like that's what they want. Don't try to satisfy other people with your feelings because that's a dangerous game to play. Like, don't try to be that strong person for people, for everybody. Like, get to the point where you are realizing, like, it's totally okay for me to express my feelings. And if you can't express your feelings with somebody, you might want to second guess if that's who you should be talking about, to, or with, I always say I'm allowed to tell you how I feel. You may not like it, but these are my feelings to express. Can't worry about how it makes you feel. Right, Cassandra? Hey, and that's the truth. Like, it's like, and me and Courtney talk about that too all the time. Like, you can't control how somebody's gonna react. Like, you can't control how people are going to feel, what they're going to say, no matter how many times you say, don't say this to me, don't say that to me. You can't control how a person's going to feel or how they're going to take it, but you have every right to say it. So I have every right to tell, you have every right to go to your friend and say, listen, like I did, like, listen, hey, I'm not really understanding why it's always one-sided, why you always can't never do this, do that, do this, And like I said, in that situation, she decided that, well, I bought you this and you don't want to be my friend no more. Cool. I like, damn, that ain't what I said. I really just wanted to have a conversation, come to you as a woman, but since we're here, you're right. Agreed. Let's just leave it where it is. I wish you the best in life. We're not going to hold no grudges. And we both went on. It wasn't never no drama. I ain't never heard that she was talking about me. I'm not talking, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's the way we just kept it. And it was for a reason, and that's another thing. People are in your life for a reason and for a season. And what I do is I always see what I can learn. And if it's something that I can learn from a person, my grandmother used to say that and my old pastor used to say that. Whatever it is you can get from a conversation, from a person or something like that, get what you can, and what you can't, leave it behind. That's what I say about my lives. If it's something that I'm saying that, that you can validate, that you feel good about, then hey, I'm talking to you, we're having a conversation. But if it's something that you can't gel with, then leave it there. That's what it's there for. It's for somebody. You can't touch everybody. Everybody not gonna be on your side. Everybody not gonna understand what you're saying. Everybody ain't gonna agree with what you're saying. And it's totally, totally fine. I'm so glad that you're not friends with her because the friendship sounded exhausting. And it really did. Like, it just got to the point, like I said, where whenever, like I said, when I get to the point where when I see your name on the call ID or I see your name come across my Snapchat, I'm like, damn, what you want? That's not a good sign. Like, I can't call you my best friend if I don't even want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just got to the point, like I said, where I was just like, I'm tired of faking it. I'm tired of always being the strong one and just dealing with what you throw out. Nah, I don't want to do that no more. It don't work like that. It's called a menu. Yes, Cassandra. I mean, I'm talking about, I can't believe it. And what did it was when the man brought the stuff and everybody got their money together, we up there counting the money, and I'm like, well, is this amount of money short? And everybody's just sitting there looking. It get quiet. Ain't nobody saying nothing. So I'm like, so nobody want to do anything, and we're sitting in the restaurant. And see, that was my fault then. I don't have this fault now, but that was my fault then, trying to be the strong friend. I'm like, well, you know what, I'll just pay the difference so we can get out of here. You know what I'm saying? But why should I have had to volunteer to pay that when all of us sat here and ate and drank? And like I said, I didn't mind paying for my portion, but obviously if there was a balance left over, somebody didn't pay for something that they got, and you don't want to be honest about it, or you don't want to. So it was just like, it is what it is. But every time we went somewhere, when I had that group of friends, every time I went somewhere, like, I'll never forget, we were at Cheesecake Factory and we were all like eating and talking. So we, at the end of like our little girls' nights, because we used to do stuff like once a month, so we can all, because you know everybody busy, they had kids and stuff like that, so we all picked a Saturday that we chose to do something, and each one of us chose to do something. So anyway, I can't remember who chose to go to Cheesecake Factory, but we end up going. So we're at Cheesecake Factory, so we're talking about what we're going to do for the next event. So the girl who wanted to play the next event, she was like, let's do Top Golf. And I was like, oh, cool, I've never done it before. And she was like, oh, and Crystal, you can't wear heels. And I was like, what? She was like, you don't have to dress up. And I was like, what? She was like, and I said, what do you mean by that? And she was like, because like it's a place where you play golf. And I said, I understand what Top Golf is, but I'm grown. How are you going to tell me what I can and can't wear? And then she was like, well, everywhere you go, you always dressed up. That's because I choose. I choose to do that. Like I said in my, when I went to my company Christmas party, I get that everywhere, y'all. And I'm not even no like fashionista or nothing. I just like matching shit together. You know, like it ain't even like I be doing nothing extra. I just go find something that I like to wear. But yeah, I'm like, how you gonna tell somebody what they can and can't wear? Like, you have a choice of what you can or what you do and want to, what you do and don't want to wear. So I have that same choice. So I don't care if I decide I want to wear heels or if I want to wear a ball gown. That's my choice. That's what I chose, you know? But I realized, like I said, every time we went, my makeup is done, my hair is done, I'm getting attention. And at that time I was single. Was I single at that? Well, me and Courtney was like, this was a little bit like we was in our talking stage, because I remember texting her while I was there. But anyway, yeah, but I was single at that time. So yeah, I'm single, doing my own thing, you know, people talking, we all doing all this stuff, and you over here mad. Why you mad? Because I decided to match my shirt and my pants and my cute little heels. You mad? And then you want to make the little comment, but don't dress up. Girl, go sit down somewhere. How about you dress up? How about you do that? How about your clothes match when we go the next time? How about you don't wear that 2 little shirt? You know, how about you do that? But see, I didn't say that. I could have said that. But I didn't say that, y'all. I bit my tongue a lot. And for the longest time, I used to be mad at myself. I was like, why you didn't say this? Why you didn't say that? Why you didn't say this? But you know what? It wasn't me. Like, why was I going to get into a whole argument? Because I did get into an argument with that girl. We're going to call her Yellow. I'll never forget. We was at Benihana's. And we were ordering our food, and so the waiter came over and asked, and I don't like onion. Well, at the time, I wouldn't eat onion. Now I got recording and she got me eating onions and all kind of shit. But yeah, I didn't eat onions. So whenever they were making the food or whatever, I said, can I get my fried rice without onion? He was like, oh, of course you can. I said, okay, if it's a charge or anything, let me know. I don't mind paying it. But if I can get it without the onion, I choose not to. And the waiter said fine. The cook said fine. But this hoe, I ain't gonna call the girl a hoe. Yellow decides she want to say, why you gotta be picky? Just get it. I said, girl, let me talk to you. Because let me tell you, when my Chase debit card slide, it's sliding with my money on it. So I can tell people what I want to tell. I'm not in here being nothing, worried about nothing or nobody. Don't tell me what it is I can and can't do. Like, how dare you? You mad because you, and see, that's another thing too. Sometimes people are jealous of how people react to you and what you can and can't do, you know? And like I told you guys, I don't meet a stranger. I'm not saying like everybody try to talk to me and want to get with me, but I'm just saying when I go out, if somebody say something like, you know how you walk by somebody and they be like, all right now, girl, don't hurt them. Most people wouldn't say nothing, but me, I'd be like, I'ma hurt them. I already hurt them. You just, go on with the little game, stuff. So it was just like, I always did that. So it was always, I always talk to people. I do that now. Courtney tell me, when you go to the grocery store, don't talk to nobody. But when I get to the grocery store, I end up talking to everybody. I'm sorry. Even with the mask on. Like, I used to always think it's because people used to see my facial expression and I'm always inviting people like, yes, talk to me. But even with the mask on, people still talk to me. I'm sorry. But yeah, she gonna tell me, you picky. Now, I said, girl, don't tell me what my card pay for. You ain't paying for this. Don't worry about it. Now, like I said, I asked the waiter. He said it could be done. So we gonna do it. You mad because I don't want no onions? You wanted my onions? You could have got extra onions if that was the case. But I didn't want no onions. Like, stay out of it. But again, I am so happy that I left that friendship ring, because what's crazy is we all start dropping off one by one. It was me that dropped off first, and then Yellow, I found out she dropped off. Then it was another one called her Brown. She dropped off, and Purple over there trying to make new friends. But of course, with the new friends, she wants to try to take on the identities of us, because I end up seeing something that she had posted, and I was like, that looks oddly familiar to something that I remember in our friend group. So I said, oh, that's what you want to do. You want to take the ideas of these friends and go be this person over there. And excuse me, I'm not in the business of being fake. I'm going to be crystal with anybody I'm with. And if you don't like me, that is totally fine. It's totally fine, But yeah, she tried to be somebody else. Hold on one second. But strong people have a breaking point too. Tiffany, you ain't never said nothing. Look, you said it right. We all have a breaking point. And once I realized that, once I got to that point, it actually has helped me with a lot of stuff. It actually helped me just to realize. And that's, like I said, why I think work has got a little bit easier for me, to the point, like I said, where I'm not dreading going, because I've gotten in my mind that it is totally fine for me to feel the way I want to feel. And it's totally fine for them not to react, because I cannot change people. People are grown. They're going to do what they want to do anyway. But what I can do is change and worry about Crystal. So when I leave my house, if I'm in a good mood, I'm going to continue to be in a good mood. Now, if I leave my house and I'm not in a good mood, then half of my day go, that's what I chose. But yeah, if I left here and I'm having a good day and I'm in a good mood, I'm not going to let nobody change me. I'm going to go and do what I need to do, and I'm going to continue to be in a good mood. And since I've had that mind frame, everything has been really, really good. Yes, Chelsea's, because if you don't, it calls you, like I said, I will find myself like bowing down to our friendship. Like every time she needs something, like, and then it got to the point where it was like, when she called me, I need to answer. And if I miss a call, like legit, she would leave me a voice message, or she would text me and say, you didn't answer the phone. Well, damn, I'm working. You at home. I'm at work. And at that time, I was working at the hospital. So I wasn't able to just sit in one spot. Like, if you calling me in the middle of the day, what you expect? I have a job. Why are you texting me talking about you didn't answer the phone? Only to find out what she wanted was something that didn't even make sense. Like, girl, do something with yourself. If you that bored, then go find you something to do. I've learned not to offer myself up anymore. Always offering to take up the... Yes, exactly, Melissa. And that's what that experience taught me. So now, Crystal paid for what Crystal had, and Crystal gone. The rest of y'all can sit here and look like y'all crazy. But that I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not that friend anymore. Like I said, you know how many birthdays that I planned myself, that I paid for everything myself, that my homegirl had to whisper in my ear that she didn't have enough money, so I ended up paying for her food on my birthday too. You know what I'm saying? You know how many times that I helped people out and did this and did that, and they not even as much as acknowledged that it was done. You know that? So like I said, I just got to the point like right now I'm just led. So if somebody come to me and ask me for something and I feel like, okay, I'm good, I can do this and I can give it, I'll do that. But I don't loan money. I don't play that, oh, let me pay you back in 2 days type. I don't do that, because if you're doing that, you expect it. And when you expect it and it don't happen, that is where disappointment comes in. That's where the bad feelings come in. That's where all the stuff hit the fan. So I don't do that anymore. Yeah, I do understand. Like I said, I found out that she was so jealous, and just like when I started hearing from other people or stuff that she would say, and like I said, this was like right whenever I sent her the text message, and you know, like everything ended. Of course, you know, we both was telling people like, oh girl, I'm not friends with her no more, because like this was right after I got engaged but before our engagement party. So one of our other friends that live in Atlanta hit me up and was like, I'm coming to the engagement. I mean, was it, no, this was the actual wedding. Or was it the engagement party? I can't even remember, y'all. But anyway, she was like, she was coming to one of my events. And so she was like, I reached out to Purple and was like, I'm going to ride with her. She was like, I don't talk to her no more. I'm not going to that shit. And so our friend, I'm going to call her White. Our friend was like, wait a minute, what? And she was like, yeah, I'm not talking to you anymore. I mean, I don't talk to her anymore, so I wasn't invited. So I told White, I said, oh, okay. I said, well, you don't have to take sides. If you don't feel comfortable coming, you don't have to come. And she was like, no, I'll be there. And she was there. And I think that was my wedding, because we got pictures together. But yeah, White came to my wedding. You didn't come to my wedding, Purple, because that's what you chose. Because remember, you had a choice. When I came to you and I talked to you, we could have both got out what we had to say. You know, I bet our friendship, and figured it out from there. Because sometimes people really don't know. Sometimes you could be talking to a person. I mean, sometimes you could be talking to a person and then they start saying stuff about how they feel, and you really didn't even know that that's how they feel. You know, you'd be like, damn, I didn't know I was treating you like this or doing you like that. So I'm always open. I want somebody to tell me like, hey, Crystal, this is how you made me feel when this happened. This, you know, I want that dialect. But with her, it was straight like, oh, I bought you this. And I'm like, why do you want to go to what you bought me? You only bought me a couple things, and everything you bought me didn't add up to one of the gifts that I bought you. Like, I'll never forget, and this is not to brag, because this is just the person I am, but I'll never forget, she told me she wanted this perfume, and it was $100 perfume, and it was Christmas time, and I was like, you know what, it's Christmas time, I'm gonna buy it for her. So I bought it for her. And so when she opened it, you could definitely tell that nobody had like ever bought her an expensive gift like that, because I don't care what you say, $100 ain't nothing. Like, $100 ain't nothing for me to spend on Courtney, but I sure don't want to spend $100 on my friend. Sorry if you're my friend. I love y'all. If it's meant for me too, I will. But I'm just saying her. But anyway, yeah, so I bought her that $100 perfume, and I opened my gift, and she got me some eye masks from Big Lots. You know, the ones that you put in the freezer. And then, or you can, you know, and I was like, oh, thank you. You know, thank you. And it wasn't even, I used them too. Like, it wasn't even on no shady shit. But now that I tell you that you're not being a good friend, you want to tell me you bought me something? You bought me some eye masks from Big Lots. You bought me a care package from Dollar Tree. You spent $20 because you got 20 items. Like, what? And that's why I say it's crazy. And then I'm going to say this, and then I'm for real going to let y'all go. But it's crazy because when I do start speaking, like when I finally am blunt, or when I finally was blunt with her and said it, it's like now she want to be like, you're mean. How dare you say that? And I'm like, so you can say what you want to say to me, but when I'm just telling you my truth of it all, now I'm mean. Like whenever she didn't come to the my going away thing, I was like, so you don't want to come over here by yourself, but you was just over here by yourself a couple nights ago? Well, that was different. We was at the nail shop. I said, so If anything, I would want you to come over here by yourself now, because at least we'll be in my residence. Like, at least we'll be safe in a house behind a locked door. When you came over here by yourself before, we was in a whole establishment that at any time could have got robbed, blew up, shot up, or anything. But you felt more comfortable doing that than coming to my house. I said, oh, okay, well, that's fine. Like I said, the party must go on. And she was the kind of person that felt like if she didn't go, you were supposed to, like, not do it. Nah, baby, like Tiffany said, one monkey don't stop no show. We gonna continue to go on, and I'm always extra prepared. Like I said, I went on ahead and had my food, and that's the sad that I even had to have been that way, to where like I knew people was gonna let me down, so I always had a plan B. But you live and you learn, so I always knew people was gonna let me down. So it was like, yeah, she said she gonna do this, but I'ma still do this just in case she don't do that. And every time they proved me right, because I always had to go to my plan B. Always had to go to my plan B because of that. So it just taught me, like I said, for having all those experiences and then going through like bad relationships where, again, I was letting people make me be the strong one, make me take on all the emotions, make me take on all the responsibility of being the strong one in the relationship. Going through that with the relationship and then not having healthy friendships, of course I've been guarded my whole time. Of course I've been always, hiding behind, oh, I gotta be strong. Good night, Williams. Oh, I gotta be strong. Oh, I gotta do that. When in actuality, no. Like I said, the one thing that I learned from this year is it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to voice those. But once you get to the point where you say it, now you have to do something about it. Once you get to the point where you realize what your emotions are and where they're coming from, now you got to fix them, because Like they always tell you, or if you, raised Christian or whatever, they always tell you, talk to us about the age of accountability. Like the moment that you know right from wrong. And it's the same thing with your emotions. The moment that you know what's triggering your emotions and that you're able to do something is the moment you have to do something about it. And every time, however long it takes you to get that stuff in check is however long you're going to be in a bad place mentally, be in a bad place physically. The moment that you're going to keep putting yourself on the back burner. Self-care is about making sure that you are doing good physically and mentally, making sure that you are waking up and realizing that you are human and that you have goals to meet. But the moment that you put yourself on the back burner, you can't be good for nobody else. You got to get to the point where you just realize, like, okay, look, today I'm not having a good day and it's okay. I'm going to get it together. Find something to find your happy within that day. Make yourself happy, make yourself get through it, and then you'll be able to move on. But it's not going to be easy, and everybody's not going to accept it. But again, at the end of the day, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to say, I'm having a bad day. It's okay to say, I messed up on my journey and I gained weight. It's okay to say, I haven't been as consistent as I should be. It's okay to say, you know what? This is not really working out the way I thought I was, and I really want to change my mind. Because that's another thing, like people always say, well, if you say this, you better do it. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. But after you start doing it, it's 2020 vision is hindsight. So it's like you don't know what to expect until you go through something. So maybe you went through something and you realize that's not really for me. Just like me, I wanted to be a lawyer. That's what I said I wanted to do from the time that I could talk. My mama said, oh, you're gonna be a good lawyer because you want to talk, because you want to be a lawyer. And then when I got to college and I took pre-law and intro to law and all that stuff, I realized this is boring. I really don't want to do this. Like, can I see myself doing this for the next 50 or 60 years? No, I couldn't. So I decided to change my major, and I didn't want to do law anymore because I'm like, this is not something I saw. But again, 2020 is hindsight. I didn't know that. I just saw the glamour, the glitz and glamour of being a lawyer and the glitz and glamour of the salary and what it could be, not realizing that it was a long road to get there. And once I realized it, I changed my course, and I ended up, changing my major, even though I'm still not doing what my major is. Well, technically I am. My major was sociology, and technically I am still doing it, dealing with people, dealing with situations and stuff like that. So that has, it's okay, y'all. It is okay. And I know that, I got through some little story times in there. But y'all, I have went through some crazy stuff. Like, I have literally dealt with people that didn't want me to make it. Like, oh, why are you doing that? Oh, why would you take, like literally asking me, why would I take a promotion? It's a promotion. Like, why would you not want to see me grow? Why would you not want to see me, that's crazy. But again, you don't know what you're going through until you go through it. You know what I'm saying? People have broke me up from lending money. Yes, Tasha, I don't do that. Like I said, if somebody asks me for something and I'm able to give it, I'm giving it. Now, if you do decide to pay me back, okay, we good then. Okay, sis, she paid me back, so if she needs something else, I got her. But I don't go in and thinking that I'm gonna get it back if I decide to do it, She sounded like an energy sucker. Yes, and she was very much so, because she didn't work. Like a lot of us all of us in our friend group worked. She was the only one that was a stay-at-home wife. Well, she ended up turning out to be a stay-at-home wife, but before she was a stay-at-home girlfriend. But yeah, she was the one who stayed at home, but she would call us and ask us to do stuff, and we're like, but you're the one that's at home. Why would we do this on our lunch break or go when we get off and do all this stuff when you are literally at home with a car and gas in your car? Like, who do you think we are? We're not your secretaries. We're not your assistants. If anything, you should do that for us. We should call you and say, hey, can you go to the store and get this and have this ready for when we get off? No, you calling us, telling us to do this when we get off and bring it to you. That's crazy. Like, You should come to work with me and Laura. Man, look, don't tell me what y'all hiring for. My hubby and I talk about this all the time, where you have people that front as your friend while hoping and waiting for you to... Exactly. Because I'm telling you, whenever I was doing good, oh, baby, Purple wasn't nowhere to be found. But whenever I was going through that breakup, baby girl was there every day. She was there every day. I'm talking about, she woke me up in the morning. You doing okay? I'm like, yeah, all right. It's okay, girl. It's okay. We gonna make it. It's okay. And I can't believe she did this. And I can't believe she did that. And here I am thinking she my friend. So I'm really talking to her and saying this and saying this. And I just realized, like, no, you a little too happy that I'm sad right now. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna tell you this last story and I'm for real finna go. Oh, thank you, Felicia. It's good. How's your day? I'm gonna tell you this last story and I'm for real gonna let y'all go, because it's 11:32 and I get my hair braided tomorrow and I still gotta wash and blow dry and do all that stuff. But anyway, last story time. So it's Valentine's Day and I was single. And so she had told me, she was like, oh, well, we're gonna go and eat dinner on your side of town and I wanna bring you a dessert. And I said, you do? She was like, yeah. I was like, that's sweet. You don't have to do that. She was like, no, because it's Valentine's, you by yourself. You're not going to get no chocolates or anything like that. So I want to bring you a dessert. You can be our Valentine. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. So she went to dinner or whatever. So she called me when they were leaving the restaurant. She said, I'm calling you because I want to tell you that I'm going to bring the dessert over now. Are you home? I was like, yes, I'm home. Girl, tell me why when she came over there with the dessert, y'all know those, I thought I had one. Y'all know those 2-ounce shot cups, or the like Jello shot cups, or the 2-ounce cups that you use to put ranch in? Why was it one square of like cake, just one square of cake, and then one little scoop of ice cream? She brought me 2 of those little cups. 2, like you drove over to my house for them 2 little small cups with, like, literally, it wasn't even enough to get a spoon for. Like, at all. It was like one little, and I was like, ooh, what was this for? And she was like, oh, no, I'm just saying, like, I just got this, and I told them to make it to go. I said, there is no restaurant, believe you me, ma'am, I like to eat. There is no restaurant that has 2 little of those small cups with one little square piece of cake in there. Like, what was your point of coming over here? Was it to, like, bring me this and be like, here's something for you because you sing on Valentine's Day? Like, what was the point of this? Because now I'm pissed off. You could have left me alone. Which, even though, like, I was single, you know how it is when you're talking to people and doing all kind of stuff like that. It's like, I didn't need you to do that, but purple. You supposed to be my best friend. So when you told me I'm gonna do this, what was that? Like, that was the stuff that I be talking about. Like, that you wasted your time coming over here for that. And y'all, that stuff stayed in my freezer, slapped through Easter. Cause I was like, I got to keep this for a souvenir to show people that this is what the fuck you don't do. Don't bring nobody there. You could have even stopped at Sonic and got a dollar cone and it would have been bigger than that. Don't do that. You know? Like, I could not believe she did that. But yep, she called herself bringing me some dessert because I was single on Valentine's Day. Girl, child, I could not believe that. I was like, Girl, I was like, I could not believe it. Like, she made a whole big scene and everything. And she got a bag and everything. She pulled it out and it was them 2 little cups. I was like, and you know, like, I'm the kind of person where I don't have a poker face. So how I feel is going to be on my face. So I was really confused. I was looking like, am I being punked? Is this like the toppings or something? Is the rest in the bag? They gave you this big old bag for this. So and like I said, no restaurant has made a dessert that small. So I really feel like that's something she did on her own. Or like she asked them for at the restaurant. I don't know. I just feel like it was shade in it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah, she really did get joy out of my pain. Because I was a single for 7 months before I got with Courtney. So that 7-month time period was like, you know, I went through a breakup. Like, I had the person that I was with for 5 years. So it wasn't no, you know, just, oh, we was together for 3 months and we broke up. Like, we was together for 5 years. So it took me a little time. Like, I had days where it was just like, man, should I get back with her? I should just get back with her. But it was going to be out of convenience. It wasn't going to be because I liked her. Because obviously we wouldn't have broke up. It was going to be out of convenience because I was like, I've been with somebody for 5 years. Why would I be single? And this is the holidays and this all this stuff going on. But yeah, she was there for all of that stuff. She could care less. You know, that I genuinely was like going through my process. But I'm glad that I did that process because no lie, when I went through like my whole point of like going through the steps of a breakup and I got to the point where I really did just start self-loving myself, here come poor little Courtney just coming on through and she got me. And now we've been together for almost 6 years and married for almost 4 years. So it was worth that little 7-month time that, you know, I had to myself to get myself together. Because if I had got with her like right after a breakup or something, me and Courtney probably wouldn't have been together because I was so just tore down emotionally because I had to go through so much from friendship and relationship. I had to go through so much that, you know, I wasn't gonna be right. So everything just fell the way it fell, and it felt good because here I am these years later, and you know, it was so cool or whatever. But anyway, guys, I thank y'all for coming to this live. Y'all know your girl like to talk, and I like when y'all talk back. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go. I may look, I hate to do this, but I may have to go live tomorrow, just depending on what time I come from the braid shop, because my appointment is not till 10 a.m. But I already know I'm not gonna be at the braid shop. Well, she may go fast, or it may be 2 people that do my braids, so I may be out. So let's play it by ear tomorrow. I won't be able to like announce that I'm going live if I'm gonna go live, but you'll tell. Either you'll get a notification if your notifications are on. Either you'll get a notification that I'm live, or you'll get a notification if I have a video for Vlogmas Day 11. But we're going to play it by ear. When y'all see me, your girl going to have the braids back. I liked my puff. It did what it was supposed to do. It kept your girl up. But it is time to go back to my braids. Next week is going to be exciting. Monday is, what we doing Monday? I think we have a meeting. On Monday. Tuesday, I have my Christmas luncheon for my customer service team. And then Wednesday, we have our Christmas luncheon for the whole plant. So yeah, it's going to be like a fun start to next week, getting into the Christmas festivities. The only bad thing is I'm going to be on call. Not next week, but starting next Friday, I'm going to be on call. So that sucks the way it fell, but it did fall good because it put me on call before Christmas. So at least I won't be on call for Christmas or New Year's or anything like that. So I'm okay with being on call before then. So I'm going to be on call. So working, being on call, and doing Vlogmas, your girl gonna be even tighter, but that is okay because I really have been enjoying seeing you guys every day and talking to y'all. Like I said, baby gifts, she got 2 coming in the mail and it's 2 already here. So tomorrow I'm gonna be wrapping her gifts and putting them under the tree. And then I also do want to, like I said, I have some different like little cook sessions that I want to do during Vlogmas, and then somebody requested a tutorial, a makeup tutorial, but I need to go get some more makeup because when I was doing my makeup the other day, I need setting spray, I need setting powder, I need a primer. Like, I was like, girl, damn, how you doing makeup and everything almost empty? You need to do better. But I plan on, because I know I'm gonna get some cho-chos for Christmas, so I plan on maybe just taking my Christmas money and going and restock my makeup. Because last year I got all that money for Christmas, y'all, and I kept it till almost February. It was supposed to be for Christmas. Like, I kept it. So this year, I don't want to do that. I want to take my Christmas money and actually go spend it on stuff. Now, like I said, I did order some stuff. I got Bath and Body Works coming. I got Savage coming. Fabletics that's going to come. And it was something else that I bought that I had to tell y'all, but I forgot. But anyway, if you're not, go ahead and subscribe and turn your notifications on. I love these Friday night lives. I will continue to go live on Fridays during Vlogmas. But if I have to go live any other day during the week, I'll let you guys know. So y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow with my braids, y'all. I'm so excited.